Oh man, yo, yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? This one ain't going private. This live ain't going private. You heard? This one's gonna stay up. I know I'm way late. Yo, chillaxing. What's good? What's good? What up, man? This one's gonna stay up. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna put in membership. Membership only. You know. I'm gonna be up with y'all niggas, with y'all hooligans, man. Just for a little while. Just for a little bit. Let's talk about this topic. Let's get it. Let's get it. The topic is Princella, the Queen Maker, making noise. She's back in the building. She's back in the building. Let me delete that. She's back in the building. She's back on YouTube. She's always been consistent on YouTube. Actually, she never fell off. But she's making noise, guys. Like for the past, I say 3 weeks, she's been doing her thing. You got to get a membership. You go to my main channel. Membership is what, like $5 a month. So a lot of the lives, Princella, I'm gonna show the video. Princella, the Queen Maker, she's the misandrist. Seems like she hates men or whatever. Light skin, black girl, lesbian. Yeah, I remember she's commented on my under my lives. I mean, sorry, under my videos that I've done about her. I've been on her show twice. She was on a panel with me today on a certain channel. Yeah, right. And yes, and she has a kid, so yo, and you know what's like? I don't hate her. I hate how she think. If that's how she really think, I disagree with it. You know, she's entitled to opinion. She's not a dumbass. She's clever. She has a clever ways. Right, really plastic. Right. She has a clever ways about her. You know, I understand the hustle and the. I don't know if she's grifting. I don't know if she really thinks like this. But she's entertaining though. I'll give you that. She's entertaining. She's worthwhile. Because she speaks many truths, right? Now I don't know how truthful everything what she says is, right? A lot of things they sound very suspect, like that doesn't really make sense because she gives off the vibe of a misandrist, right? Someone that doesn't like men, right? And this is something we got to speak on. But but the reason why this is interesting because no matter what, always the man is gonna tend to lean towards what benefits the man, and women are gonna tend to lean towards what benefits the woman because they can understand the position and the issues and the struggles that each party goes through. Shout out to the people in the building. Hate is a strong word. Remember, if we all agree, we don't have controversy. That's true. Okay, I disagree. What was she saying? She's a little masculine, but I'd hit it just to say that I did it because I'm a sick nigga. Princella, the Queen Maker, aka the Misandrist, fresh and fit review. You heard? We're gonna get right into it, man. Pero tú y yo somos como perros. I hate it too. Ya tú sabes, loco. But let's get right into it, man. Let's get into the nitty gritty, man. I know this is probably not gonna have a lot of people in here, but I have to stay consistent and keep dropping lives on y'all. Keep dropping content on y'all. Keep going pre-records. What you call shorts and all that. Like I got, like I'm slacking, lacking. Mm. Mm. Where's my phone, man? Damn, where's my phone? Fuck. Where the fuck is my phone? All right, gotta find it. All right, let's get into this topic, man. Shout out to everyone in the building. She went to Fresh and Fit recently. She is now in the spaces of YouTube and going through panels. She's on Facebook. Women are reposting her. Now women agree with something, the things she says. Now they're saying, okay, this is the representative. This is our leader. This is who's going to dismantle the manospheric dating related conversations that we've been having online for the past 2-3 years. Motherfuckers are now new to online, the YouTube. They're hearing things that they heard and then spewing it to you like it's a fresh thought. And that's okay, right? It's okay to imitate things that you find great. But don't try to it's okay to imitate things that you find great. But don't choose the obvious. Damn, a baddie just texted me. You heard?
Time it is, baby. Old dirty bastard, baby. Different styles, different flavors, every day, every night. Oochie coochie mama. Soda pop. Yes, you will say, ooh, what can make me
feel this way, my girl.
God damn. You can't be serious, man. Don't call my motherfucking phone over no bitch, man. Man, I think I'm gonna fuck around and get killed by one of these niggas. Pussy some serious shit, man. Nigga ready to murder over that shit. That girl ain't your girlfriend.
Hey, come on, hey. Hey,
who she claims to be, but you can keep trusting her, cause I'm just fucking her.
That girl ain't your girlfriend, nigga. That girl ain't your girlfriend, nigga. That girl ain't your girl.
Nigga used to see the way she smiles at me. I ain't never been a trick, so I don't offer much. Don't see these bad bitches won't walk with a crush.
What?
Die and get out of New York in a rush. Big dreams, you're just talking too much, so hush. Let's hop in the truck and swing your F after this. You want me to blunt a cigarette? Yep. I know they want to see a nigga sweat, but I ain't trying to turn in my player card just yet. I think about it in the jet. You ain't shit, but you hollering respect. That's why you feel neglect. You focus, cause that's how you get the check. Don't trip over your chick, that's how you get the tech. Be easy, nigga. What the fuck you expect? I'm a celebrity with diamonds all over my neck.
All right, man. Let's get into it.
Nigga, don't make me make your girl my pet, cause that girl ain't your girlfriend. She does the same things for me. It's plain to see.
Damn, I got baddie texting me right now. But guess what? Fuck that. I'm gonna do what I gotta do and focus on task at hand, because you know what happens when you don't focus, you get distracted. Let's review this video. Princella the Queen Maker is making noise online. Like I said before, I believe she's a misandrist. It's like she got beef, well, not with men, with Mother Nature itself. How you tell me you the divine, but you have issues with Mother Nature itself. Look at yourself in the mirror, sister. You got issues with the God in you. You ain't, you want to talk all this woke shit, right? You got beef with the God that's inside of you. You got beef with Mother Nature. Ah, yeah, let me stop fucking around. Let me get to the video.
All right, for the girls that said no, why do you think no that women don't need to be checked for a relationship to work?
All
right, for the girls that said no, why do you think no that women don't need to be checked for a relationship to work?
Well, the main thing is that males pursue women, and women are already free before they get there. So it's not his job to tell her what to do, but he's only doing that because he thinks he owns her. I mean, he's marking his territory. That's the whole thing. Males mark territory and they conquer. So they think that's what they need to do, but the nature of a woman, that's not what he needs to do. His place is to have sex, reproduce, and then go work. Not to tell you what to do, but
So we're not supposed to tell women what to do. Have sex, reproduce, and go to work. Have sex, reproduce, and go to work, nigga. That's your job. That's your job. What's going on, George? That's your job. Fellas, have sex, reproduce, and go to work, nigga. She said it. I didn't say it. She said it. Who am I to disagree with what this sister said? She has books. She has a big ass YouTube channel. She's making money. She's popular. There's no way she could be wrong. Hit that like button. Let's get into the video, man.
they will.
Hold
on.
But wouldn't it be fair to say that for you to get sex from a woman, she has to respect you?
Not necessarily. Because it's a lot of women that don't respect themselves and they'll screw anything.
I mean, outside of a prostitute and a John, I'm talking about when a girl, you're seeing a girl and you're dating her, right? Wouldn't it be fair to say that she needs to like actually respect you to a degree to fuck you?
No. There are women literally having sex with males who are in marriage and they really do not respect them, but they're there for other reasons, whether it's money, whether it's coercion. They're there not because they actually respect you. Otherwise, if that was the case, men wouldn't keep complaining about women not respecting them. No, but it's the truth.
What I'm saying is in a relationship, right? For the girl to be in the relationship with you, she's got to respect.
For other reasons, whether it's money.
Would it be fair to say that she needs to like actually respect you to a degree to fuck you?
No. There are women literally having sex with males who are in marriage and they really do not respect them, but they're there for other reasons, whether it's money, whether it's coercion. They're there not because they actually respect you. Otherwise, if that was the case, men wouldn't keep complaining about women not respecting them. No, but it's the truth.
What I'm saying is in a relationship, right? For the girl to be in the relationship with you, she's got to respect you.
Not necessarily. No.
Then it's not a relationship. It's her just running you into the ground. I'm talking about a healthy, productive relationship where the man is in a leadership role, whatever it may be, and a woman's actually happy. She's got to respect her man.
Okay, well,
That's my point.
Well, respect is earned. So if he's doing something that earns that admiration, because that's what respect is, admiration. So you're doing, So a woman that truly admires, if she truly admires you, she's going to listen to you. But that's not the average relationship. So just if you're just saying relationships, no, a woman doesn't need to respect.
Because men don't check women is my point.
Well, they don't have to.
I think men do have to check women. That's my whole point.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Okay, what's good, guys? Listen, I haven't heard this. I haven't heard this. I haven't seen this. But she's saying a man doesn't have to check a woman. Now, I personally would have conflicting thoughts when it comes to this argument because women ain't stupid. Women are not stupid. People know what's right and what's wrong. Sometimes some women just ain't for you, or maybe yeah, they don't respect you. And if they don't respect you, then that means you gotta check them. If they don't respect you, then that means you have to check them. And I don't want to be in a situation where I have to constantly check a woman. Like that's not a good space. If you have to constantly check a woman, that's not a good place to be in. I'm okay with with pushback, a woman who has some backbone to her, who maybe will contradict you, maybe who will make you better, who will hold you down, will tell you when you're wrong, when you're right. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you have to constantly check a woman, I don't think that's a good thing. That's a bad sign. It signifies this isn't probably most likely not gonna go the way you wanted to go.
Well, the only reason why y'all think so that you have to because you want naive women that don't know anything. No,
Who said that?
well, he did say he don't want
He
a
goes
woman
for
that's
younger women that
yeah.
are less
He said that.
problematic.
So
and less
that's a child. So of course you're gonna
course.
have to check a child because they don't know no better.
territorial.
If someone has boundaries,
Even grown women act like children. I
Yeah.
give it 1,000 with y'all. The reason why
Yeah,
men have
grown
to
men,
check
I know
women is
that do
because
that.
women behave like children most of the time.
Well,
even
I
when they're
agree with
adults.
I agree with that.
And the
Man.
reason why, let me explain why women behave like children a lot of times. It's because they're attractive, they get attention up front, they're given a world at 18 years old.
Mhm.
So a lot of the times guys have to reel them back in and bring it to reality. Like, hey, look, I'm not some sugar daddy simp, blah, blah, blah. This is how it is if you're going to be with me. I have boundaries on this relationship and this is how it is.
No, I agree with that. I do
So
agree with
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Guys have to check women a lot of times because a lot of times women live kind of in a fairy tale and
They
they kind
do.
of operate like children. And what I mean by children is they don't deal with the consequence of their actions a lot of times.
No, I agree with you with that. A lot of them, like y'all said earlier, they're delusional, and I told them earlier that they live.
So
and
they must be checked.
All right, but like I said, they want a fairy tale of a relationship, but they can't see the reality of real life because they don't know the nature of men.
So therefore they have to be checked.
Well,
Your argument is
yeah,
saying they don't need to be checked. I'm saying they do need to be.
checked for what? So I guess maybe we need to make some clarity because there's so many different. No, seriously, there's so many different things that you can be checked on. Checked on what? Because that's what it depends
That you
on.
have boundaries
Okay.
as a man.
Well,
That's what,
everybody has boundaries, so yeah, everybody's gonna have to check people on their boundaries. Right? You can't let anybody push your boundaries, male or female. So what? So yeah, if
what I'm arguing is that most guys
yeah.
don't have boundaries at all with chicks, which
Right,
is
and
why girls walk all over them.
right, and there's a lot of girls that don't have boundaries because they're willing to gut themselves out if a male has money, and they've already said, well, I'll give up everything. Some of them did say, I'll give up everything just for a guy.
If he's monogamous, that was the question.
Right, and so
And if he was providing what I wanted,
and they can sell you illusion of monogamy, and you're giving up everything, so you don't have any boundaries. So everybody has
But
to
that's
check
the reality. If
everybody.
you're with a higher status guy, you do have to give up a lot as a woman. Like
Right.
you do have to.
So
give
that
up
means
shit.
she doesn't have to have boundaries, but everybody has to have boundaries. Otherwise, you're going to get drained. That's just a reality.
Drain is what?
Yeah.
She already has boundaries
Yeah.
because the guy attracted her in the first place.
Yeah,
That's
but-
how he was able. He got her through her wants of being. I want a rich guy.
Yeah.
So I would argue she actually has boundaries to a high degree.
Right. Well, no, actually not, because money is not the end all be all. And this is why you end up with a lot of women who are trying to get away. Like there was a lady on TikTok. She dated a man who he made money. But guess what? When he was tired of her, what did she do? He threw her out on the streets.
She probably
Yeah.
fucked up and did something.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Men rarely initiate breakups. I'm telling you, if a girl gets broken up with, none of y'all been broken up with at the panel.
Yeah,
I mean, that
facts.
shit's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
obvious.
like,
Well, the
make like
majority of
that.
males are
Yeah, men usually don't break up with women. I mean, you're in a relationship with a woman and just yeah, men usually don't do that. They'll stick through it. Even if the guy's no longer happy with the situation, they're gonna stick through it just for the sex. Like your normal guy, just for the sex. She knows she does the bare minimum. She gets a fucking attitude. I don't like the way she's moving. She might be talking to exes here and there. We probably not gonna have a lot of longevity here. But you know what? I'm okay with dealing with her just because she's gonna do the bare minimum. might clean, might cook here and there, might be helping out with bills or something. She might be sucking my dick a lot. So I'm gonna keep her around. Man, don't like, you know, if they got a decent thing going on, a guy's not just gonna leave that. We're not gonna abandon that. Like I said, when we know it might not have longevity, but we're just not gonna just abandon her unless she's being detrimental to her life to the point where we might have to really kick her out, really break up with her, or get away from her. We're not really doing that. Let's get back to the video, man.
That should be volume. That should be volume. But that's my point.
Yeah. So if they're simps, that means they can't get women. So when they finally get one, they'll do anything to hold on to.
So does it? You prove his point.
Yeah. No. Like I said, we all agree. But what I'm saying is that even
do you remember what the original question was?
No.
What's the original question?
The original question is, do women need to be checked?
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody.
Your argument was no.
No, because it was dependent on what? No, women don't need to be checked. But based on what you're saying, if you're saying for boundaries, yes, not only do women need to be checked, but so do males. Everybody needs to be checked.
The difference is that men are checked by the reality, the world, etc. If a man's a loser, reality lets him know he's a loser immediately. If a woman's a loser, reality doesn't let her know she's a loser. That's my point.
Because it's based on sex.
What?
Yeah, no, it is. It's based on sex because
reality.
No, because males give women attention based on sex, and they will allow whatever.
Right, we're gonna move on.
They'll allow
Wait. No, but I brought you to the podcast. Me and you didn't fuck, right? And I have many guys that actually DM me on the podcast, and I literally made a post today to the average guys: do not DM me to come onto the podcast. So once again, it's like we live on two different worlds.
I agree with that. Males
and
females
do afforded to you just because you're a female that a male would never get.
Yeah, and males give them to them based on sex. If she's not cute, no. If you don't have an interest in her sexually, then she doesn't have that opportunity. So she lives in the same.
I don't have interest in you sexually, but you saw a podcast. I'm sorry to say, just like seeing Instagram.
Oh God! But just by being a girl, just being a girl, you got to every day.
Well, because women are the center of how y'all run y'all's podcast.
It's not always about sex.
It's not necessarily based on
sex appeal. Not always about sex.
Well, sex appeal, but the whole thing is sex energy. The point, because women are the value. Y'all wouldn't have a podcast if it wasn't based on women.
Myron,
I agree.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Myron.
There's been men on here too.
Myron, get her.
I mean, we have a day show by ourselves, but
yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like the most viewed is always with women because women are like attractive.
because y'all say dumb shit.
Record.
Man, there's a lot to unpack there, man. And you know, that was only a small clip. Let's go. Yeah, there's a lot of little snippets. You know, these guys are smart. They took the Vlad TV way of reposting shit. I really got to take my time and do this with my channel to post the funny shit on here. You heard? Gotta repost the funny shit.
The base nature of y'all is the same. See, the base nature of a male is predatory, and women are a resource to males. That's a fact. Right?
No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's the other way around.
Okay, so why did you tell her that she needed to cover up? Because see, y'all instantly objectify them. An object is a resource. An object is a tool. Y'all are resources. You are baby making machines. You are sex machines, and you are workhorses. And once you ain't got no value no more, kudos. You like that Cartier watch. That's what you are to a male that got money. You're an accessory.
You're incorrect, because the reality is that women are hardwired to get their needs met through a man's resources, not the other way around.
No, nature provided resources before y'all built a matrix. So women had their needs met until y'all took till you took their.
Yeah, saw the white girl. You saw the white girl. She was confused, like, oh, yo, what's going on? So she's saying, no, nature was providing resources for men before men invented a matrix, and that matrix gives different results, right? The environment is the way it operates, right? So many people will say, Yeah, she's right. That, a woman is a resource. Wait, why is the woman a resource? Because men naturally want to have sex. Women naturally want to have sex, reproduce. We have It's instinctual. Our penis. Yo, I listen. When I was 12, when I was 13, I didn't ask myself the get hard. Excuse my language, man. When I was 13, 12, 11, I didn't ask to get hard. It just happened. And I said, yo, why is this happening to me? I have a preordained purpose. You heard? So do women. I didn't choose this. My shit hard. I gotta go fuck something. So now what she want to do, she wants to weaponize nature against men. That's what she wants to do. She wants to weaponize nature against men. And it goes to show that look at the times that we're living in. To a point where we give women rights. As time progresses, we continue to give women rights. If we obeyed what women said in a matriarchal society, we would still be living in bushes, in jungles, no internet. We'll be living like savages, like animals with no intellect, no technology, no advancements. We'll be in a stone age, bro. I understand why women have standards. Women are supposed to have standards, bro. If not, they're gonna be fucking everybody. This shit is a competition, my nigga. And what she's trying to tell you is you're beneath women. This is her whole thing. Her whole spiel is you're beneath women. Stop acting like you're so grandiose, like you mean something, like you're valuable. You're not as important as women are. There is penis/dick envy. She doesn't understand. Then no, she understands it. She just can't accept it. It sounds like she's upset at the fact that men are controlling what's going on, but now it's gotten out of control to the point where men are allowing women so much rights that there's gonna be a group of men who are disenfranchised who feel that they're losing out. You know why? Because they don't have the opportunity to mate with women. I mean, that's part of it. And it's competitive nature. That's human beings. Iron sharpens iron. We need that. We need conflict to keep us on point. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with problems. I'm okay with conflict. I'm okay with losing. Just some people can't accept defeat. Some people can't accept the fact that life, Mother Nature, is a motherfucker. Just think about Mother Nature. You think a hurricane cares about your feelings? They care about your car, your house, when it rains, when it floods, when there's an earthquake, volcano erupts. Mother Nature is a motherfucker. But yeah, it's beautiful too. So she wants to acknowledge the divine energy, the divine aspect of what a woman provides to the earth, but she just wants to demean the man. So actually, she's doing what the man is doing, or what she purports the man is doing, actually. Sorry, correction. So she's doing the inverse, the opposite. So now she wants to demean men. And that's appropriate because there are men that demean women. They make it seem like women mean nothing when women are very valuable. the man and woman is the man, woman, and child, man. Holy Trinity. You heard? The Holy Trinity. Man, woman, and child. That's the only thing that's gonna keep this thing going. Fuck their religion. Fuck the whole. That's the real Holy Trinity, right? Man, woman, and child. We can't keep going. You know, motherfuckers want to say, "Oh, you got to plan." Yeah, I'm gonna plan my baby, my family. I prefer a family. It seems like it makes sense. Somebody very intelligent organized this situation to work out, and I said, "Yo, you know what? This makes sense." And a woman like Queen Maker is gonna make it seem like it's only women who are losing out. It's only women who don't have privilege. Like life ain't hard for a man out here. Like we don't have societal pressures also. The issue is we can't live in a utopia. It doesn't work. It won't happen. Somehow, some way, you're gonna have to go through some shit to be a better person. Character development. Fuck what you talking about? Let's watch this shit, man. I'm gonna restart it. Let's watch this shit. Then I'm gonna play. I was this guy named Erino that go follow his channel. Erino, he has a channel where he speaks on deep topics. Shout out to him. I was on there. We were speaking about Princella. Princella popped up, and she went in, and I'm probably gonna talk about that real quick. And it's crazy to me, right? Because sometimes she seems coherent, like the things she said. Okay, that makes sense, and then she just takes a left turn. And if you're not paying attention, you're gonna say, "Wait, I agreed with the last paragraph you just uttered, but those last two sentences turn me the fuck off." And this is what she does. She's gonna feed you facts. It's called manipulation. She's gonna right? She's gonna feed you facts. She's a pimp, right? She's emulating the man that she says that is so negative. She's gonna feed you facts, and all of a sudden, it's gonna take a weird turn. And this is why the men ain't shit. This is why men ain't shit. They're not capable of love. You ask her, okay, do you have a father, a brother, a son? Do you have kids? So men are not capable of love. If you ask her that question, she's gonna tell you, "Oh, I don't want to speak about my personal experience because that got nothing to do with nothing." Oh, really? But you said men aren't capable of love. What is your experience with the men in your family? Yeah, let's get to the video, man.
Is the same. See, the base nature of a male is predatory, and women are a resource to males. That's a fact. Right?
No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's the other way around.
Okay, so why did you tell her that she needed to cover up? Because see, y'all instantly objectify them. An object is a resource. An object is a tool. Y'all are resources. You are baby making machines. You are sex machines, and you are workhorses. And once you ain't got no value no more, kudos. You like that Cartier watch. That's what you are to a male that got money. You're an accessory.
You're incorrect, because the reality is that women are hardwired to get their needs met through a man's resources. Not the other way around.
No, nature provided resources before y'all built a matrix. So women had their needs met until y'all took their power away, right? It wasn't until 1974 that women could get a bank account and get credit. So y'all took the ability of women to provide for themselves. Nature provided everything that women needed.
Women had their needs met. Did men always have their needs met? Like niggas just was just out here happy as fuck, huh?
Y'all need them.
So explain this to me. We have more women empowered and educated than ever before.
They're not educated.
Why? Yet we have the most educated women now than ever before.
No, they're trained. Because if
Bro,
they, was- no, if they were
no. We're gonna.
no, if they were educated,
We
then
can't even have a basic conversation
No.
like making sense because if you're like you can't even argue on things that are indisputable fact that
no,
women are more
no,
educated
no,
now
no,
than
no.
ever before.
Training and education. Yes. Do they have more degrees?
You gotta
Yes.
argue about semantics
No,
now.
no, it's
Nah,
not.
man.
No,
You can't argue
if they
people
were
like this.
educated,
You can't debate people like
if
this.
you were educated, they would know the nature of a male.
You can't debate people like
That's
this.
basic biology. They don't know basic biology.
Women are graduating college more than men.
I didn't say that they
Okay.
weren't, but that's still
So
y'all
women are more educated now than ever before. If we can't even argue, come to an agreement on a simple fact like that, we can't even have a discussion because we can't even build upon little things like that.
No,
we don't even have a foundation.
no,
And that's why I can't debate people like you because you're illogical and you don't operate in reality.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I just said educated. You're just like, no, training.
No,
You're trying to argue with me about fucking semantics.
No, because see, education, you would understand the
No,
basic
man, we done. We're
biology.
moving on.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
I understand.
No,
Right,
you understand, but you choose not to accept what the hell I'm saying. I'm saying women now are more empowered, have more money, have more status than they've ever had before. Yet they still want a man that makes 56% more than they
And
do.
they still getting played by
Explain to me
Pookies
how-
and Ray Rays,
Please
right?
explain to me how
And they
that's not.
still getting played by
Stop fucking
Pookies
over
and Ray
talking over
All
me.
right, so yeah,
Right? If I'm making a point,
Don't
shut up
about-
and listen.
yeah.
I listen to you ramble about
Get
your
that triggered,
ridiculousness for a
right?
minute.
Go ahead.
But you're not going to come. And you're a podcast host, so you should know better.
Yeah,
Like, be
facts.
quiet when someone's talking, especially the host.
Okay.
You're a guest on the platform. You should know better.
Okay.
Like, there's girls here that don't have radio etiquette, but they shut up when I'm talking.
Okay.
How do you not know that?
Okay.
Well,
I'm listening.
Well, shit's older, you know.
No, it's not about that. It's just like, what I'm saying is that you're saying that men are the predatory ones. I'm arguing women are because when women date men, they date them from an opportunistic standpoint.
Y'all going
What
to
does
them.
he provide?
They
for
supposed
me?
to. They supposed to ask you for something though. You going to them. You want sex from them.
So what are men? A resource.
Listen, y'all going to them.
Yo,
Ain't
she's
nothing
still.
free. Ain't nothing
We're
free
a
in
wallet.
life.
If you look at it that way,
Auntie,
you're a
But y'all
wallet.
approaching
That
them.
just defeats the argument you just made saying men are more predatory
no,
than women. I'm
no.
saying women are more predatory than men.
Y'all want them to give you based on love, which means you want her to give her whole value to you for nothing. Y'all don't even want to pay these girls rent. Y'all don't want to even
For nothing.
Yeah, y'all want something
For
for
nothing.
Y'all want something for nothing.
The guy has to be attractive, be able to have a mouthpiece,
Mhm.
attract her, take her on dates. He's got to do all this
To
to
get
even
what
get a
you want.
chance.
To get what you
But
want.
the point is that men have.
She don't
to
have
make
to give
an
you right.
investment.
But what I'm saying, she don't have to
Yo,
give
you're
you
just
nothing
talking,
for
bro.
free.
But that's not, I wouldn't say that's in like every circumstance. I mean, like, I don't think all women want that. Like, maybe a lot of women here, but like in the South, I don't feel like
Women
all
on average want a
that.
man who's superior to them in
I think
every
what
single way. Women are hardwired to get their needs met through a man. Now, can women make their own money? Yeah, they do. But the studies show even when a woman makes money, she still wants a man that makes about 56% more than she does. Explain that to me. What that if a woman isn't a predatory in some sense where she needs a man to have more resource than her, why do they still want more money from the guy?
They want more.
Even when they
Because
make
it's built
good money
into
as
their
well.
nature.
Yeah.
Even when they make a lot of money, they still want a guy that makes
Still.
more money than them.
Even then.
I
As long
don't
as
care
how much
about
money
a
they
man
make.
making more money than me, as long as it's equally. I don't
How
care
old are
about
you?
money. I'm not driven by money
old are
like that. I'm
Stop the cap,
21.
bro. Stop the cap. Does your guy make more money than you?
No,
He doesn't, and you're with him?
Well, she's young though, 21.
And he pays all the bills?
we go 50-50. Like, he pays a little more on the rent. I'm a stripper. I make good, fast money. Like, I make fast money. He makes stable money. It's different.
Interesting. That marriage probably statistically isn't going to last. But unless he makes more than you. But realistically
Well,
speaking,
I
women
actually-
prefer men that make more than them on a balance of probabilities most of the time. You can't use yourself as an example. I'd be like,
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I like people are opportunistic. Humans are opportunistic. Animals, everything that exists in this universe is opportunistic. I can't blame someone for playing it smart, right? Because you know what really changed my mind when it came to dating. When I thought about, I want to have kids. I want to, and it's a 50% chance I might have a daughter. There's more women, so it might be like a 51% chance. And that really changed my perspective on dating. It changed my perspective on dating because now I said, okay, what would I like? What would I prefer for my daughter? So, when we have these 50-50 conversations, when we're speaking on, who's supposed to put in? Well, it depends what situation you in. Oh, so you decided this. You decided that you want to be with that person, and you're accepting, quote unquote, their flaws. Maybe they don't make as much money as you wish they did, but you're receiving certain benefits on some type of angle because why are you accepting what they're giving you? Why are you accepting what they bring to the table? it's because you're okay with it, and then later you want to complain. It shouldn't work like that for women and men. For women or men. That's why when niggas, I'm gonna do a live stream on child support. When niggas complain about child support, bro, you decided to fuck her, right? Like nobody did it. It was you, nigga. It was you. You decided to fuck her. And now whatever she does with that energy in her body, that life, that's life. The baby doesn't, whatever that thing in her stomach, that fetus, that existence, it doesn't have to be 2-3 weeks old for it to be life. It's life, and she gets to decide what she does with it. Because at the end of the day, it is really her body. Even if there's laws, she could pretend like she fell down the stairs. She could just jump. All she got to do is jump over. She could jump over the top flight of stairs on her stomach and say, "Oh, I fell down the stairs." Who the fuck is gonna blame her? Nobody. Nobody's gonna blame her.
Like, oh well, I'm an
I
exception.
know, but that's the only point of view I have. I don't experience any.
Look at the world from only your point of view. You got.
But you're asking us our opinion. That's my opinion based on what I've seen.
Your
But
opinion
we're
is
speaking
incorrect.
generally right now.
Yeah.
Remember,
Generally speaking, like
Yeah.
the world does not revolve around you.
Yeah. Facts.
All right, so you see, yo, look, the shorty in the blue, she pretty, but yo, why do they only bring these type of chicks to the like? Why is it only this type of chicks that they bring to the show? You know, strippers, like why can? That's the other thing that kind of fucks me up. They only bring a certain type. They only bring a certain type. So that's something else we got to think about, right? They're not bringing you like a normal chick, bro. Every chick out there ain't a stripper, a IG personality with like 50,000. Yo, but something that I've noticed, and this is for a fact, yo, now on Instagram it's so easy for a chick to have 50,000. Having 50,000 subs is easy, bro. $50,000 subs is easy. Just be pretty. It's compared to like back then. You had to be pretty, have a talent, have a skill, have connections, know people. Now, yo, just be decent looking, and you ain't have to. You could be a butterface. You could have a big L, fat ass, ugly, trash ass face, and you're gonna get far. Yo, online, like social media, has been the best thing for women. If you a thought bot, social media has the best thing. Has been the best thing that can happen to you.
Like the world operates in a certain way. What I'm saying is that in general, women want men that make more money than them, regardless of how educated they are, how much money they make, etc. Just because you're willing to change on that doesn't mean other girls aren't. See, she's already checked out. Like,
No, I'm listening. I think there's a lot of women that are open to that.
say?
You're saying that a lot of women, like I might be able to do that, but a lot of other women wouldn't be able to accept those things. But I do think there are still women out there that do accept those
Majority of
things.
women still want a man to make more money than they do, significantly.
and it's okay.
And that's okay.
It's okay.
But for
No,
us to say,
yeah,
oh,
maybe
men
if
are the
it's
ones that are
just
predatory, out argue
but-
it's women.
I'm not saying you can't outrule other women who don't like. There are still women who don't care about.
But it's a,
women.
it's a minority though.
No, I know. I agree that
So
majority
then
of women
what are
might
you
want
arguing
that.
here? If it's a minority,
Starting an online store is easier.
Knew Martin Luther weave was going to bring race.
It got something to do with it. Oh, it got something to do with it, baby.
Yo.
Wait, what?
Bro, they could call it Martin Luther weave.
Hey, that's funny. Oh yeah, baby, that's funny. Yeah.
We started on YouTube. That would be hilarious.
You have anything you want to say back to
Do I want? Well,
I had a weave. And one day.
yeah. I mean, what I say is that shit funny.
At least you could take a joke. I gotta give you some respect.
Yeah,
You're taking the joke. She really is taking the joke.
No, but why am I let somebody online get me pissed off?
Right.
Like, I mean,
1000%.
we online, right?
Right.
I mean,
Myron, chill.
don't die, Myron. But we do need you to laugh a little bit, baby.
Yo,
It was funny, but it was not that funny.
that was shit. That shit was fucking funny.
Okay, John.
Yo. Shout out to whoever. I know y'all for sure find that funny too. Y'all just don't want to hurt her feelings or laugh.
My feelings. Oh no.
That shit was funny.
John says, shout out to Loaded Lux Auntie. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Okay.
Nigga said Loaded Lux Auntie.
J. Martin, Auntie.
Yo, them dudes with the super chat. Oh my god. Yo, these dudes in the super chats are savages. You got to remember, these are the same cats that they go online. They're on the little websites. Oh, my bad, not the websites. They're in these chat rooms playing video games. They're really in a metaverse for real. They in the metaverse for real, man. Yo, tomorrow, man, I'm gonna go jogging. Yo, I'm gonna go for a jog. I gotta get out of this metaverse because I'm starting to get caught up in the metaverse. I gotta go be in nature tomorrow. These cats, yo, these super chats, they're savages. Some of these kids, they send a $50, $100, $200 super chats talking shit about the women there. And sometimes it be kind of factual. Like they making fun of her weave. Princella took it good. She didn't get all sensitive about it. She didn't. That's why I respect her because, you know, she's a little poised, right? She stays composed. She's smart. She's clever. And she said, hey, you know, it's kind of funny. Good job. Good job. But she must have known that going to that show, number one, her being black, number two, over there with not your natural hair, they're going to judge you. They're going to talk shit.
You and a losing battle with Balji. So your better idea for you. Take all your hair hats, weave them together into a ship.
No, ain't nothing messed up about that. No, serious.
I'm not finished. Sail around the world, spreading a message of delusion. This is the best for you ladies. She wants you to join her misery.
Yeah, I've always said that women give each other bad advice. Bro. You get some pretty bad advice.
What?
They be giving the dog shit advice on God.
No, it's dog shit advice for y'all because it take pussy off the table for you because y'all already crying about that.
No, it's worse because it lets us get the pussy without them getting a relationship.
Exactly.
No, because it's the male that need the relationship. If they take the pussy all the way off the table. No. If they take the pussy all the way off the table, if they know they value, y'all gonna go crazy. The problem is they don't know they value and y'all can sell them fantasies and they buy it. Okay? Because that's why y'all call them a delusional anyway to begin with. So,
Auntie. We still fuck though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you see?
No.
Y'all, they still fuck. That's the only thing they care about.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But music, society, everything else is telling them be free. So they would go be free anyway.
But you have to understand freedom means self-control and self-discipline. They don't understand what freedom is. The majority of people, because people don't have to work for freedom. So they don't understand what it means to be free.
Freedom.
Right?
Ultimately,
I think the main argument here is that your advice is destructive to most women because most women want a relationship with a man.
No, it's destructive to males if women knew that they were the prize. But they give their value up so easy that y'all run through them and then they sitting up here crying because y'all keep telling them winner.
All right, so how are the price then?
Say it again.
How are women the price?
Well, ain't y'all sitting up here pursuing them? I mean, y'all literally writing books because
for
males,
sex.
yeah, and they can't get it. right? So that lets you know that that you got something that they want so bad that they're willing to shoot up schools. They willing to.
They could get an escort though.
But
if guys really want to get laid, they can go ahead and get an
escort. They don't
escort.
want to do that. You know why? Because it doesn't give approval that somebody actually wants them. So now that they have to pay for it, it's like I still don't feel valuable. They want, because males get validation from women. Period.
I would argue it's the other way around. Women get validation from men. There's a reason why a makeup industry exists, a beauty industry exists.
It goes
That's
for women to
artificial.
accentuate their beauty.
That's artificial.
But why do women put so much stake in their looks? Because they know it's required to attract the man. So I'd argue women are the ones that fight for attention and validation of opposite gender.
That's artificial. That's artificial creation. Biologically, males pursue women, and if they don't get them, they're not worth anything. If a male can't pass his genes along, nobody wants him. He's useless.
All right,
he's pointless.
So
a man's value isn't determined by how many girls he can get. It's by how he impacts the world, and then a byproduct is getting the girls from that.
Yep.
For example, you take, like, let's say a Drake, right? He's a musician, changing lives all over the world, making music that people love, right? Okay. And here's the thing: he doesn't need to pursue girls because he's created so much of an impact on the world
Didn't he
that girls want
propose?
to.
Okay. I mean, Drake is a good and bad example because, yes, we understand who Drake is, but he comes off as the lover boy type in a negative outlook. Damn. Out of all the niggas, you said Drake. Out of all the men you said, you could have said, sorry, you said Drake. You chose Drake. His arguments are also flawed too. He didn't completely smoke her. But that's a horrible example, bro. How many men out here is really Drake, bro? Despite Drake's ways, most men ain't doing what Drake doing. They're not well known like that. Now I could easily, yes, the average man, he's making society run. He's pushing progression in society by the blue collar jobs is what keeps the world moving. Truck drivers, engineers, mechanics, plumbers, they keep the world moving. They're underappreciated. Online though, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes people fall in this crazy facade, but in reality, a lot of women know, oh, you a blue collar worker, they'll fuck with you. A lot of these, I'm telling you, man, this is some online shit. A chick will fuck with you, bro. The issue is you probably just dealing with the chick that don't really feel you, they ain't really liking you, or you lacking somewhere, or you just maybe not that attractive, you're out of shape, you're socially awkward, you're just in the wrong area. Because you have to remember, most people don't live in these cities where there's just abundance of women where they're outgoing and they partake in certain activities that they have a larger network of people, and they come on, man. They always say your net work is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. And I think people don't understand that. Someone today, I went live on Instagram. They say, yo, fighter, what do you think about incels? Yo, they got to go outside. They got to be out there. They got to do something more than be playing video games, watching anime, watching TV. And the first thing he says, I don't watch anime. Nigga, go outside, nigga. Don't be online asking me through IG what do I think about incels. Go outside. Could have been a troll, but I think the nigga was serious. Because why would you ask that question? I don't have much against incels. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm indifferent. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you, little nigga. We're all in a competition, bro. And y'all gotta realize that shit. Shout out to the 6 people in the building. Hit that like button. If you have any song requests, hit the Cash App, $ pay me beloved, $ pay me beloved, or hit the super chat. Or if you want to support the channel, you ain't want to pay, you want to send nothing, donate nothing, hit the like button, share the live stream, hop on the panel. Patriarchy says drop the motherfucking link. My motherfucking boy. My motherfucking boy. Let's get it. Let's get back into the video. Because patriarchy gonna take over the show. Shit.
Like 40 girls and then made a chain out of all the failed springs that they didn't accept.
It's an example.
And fucking incredible.
It's an example.
Yeah.
My
I mean,
point.
isn't that true? I mean, that's
My point.
just
Like, I'm giving an example that a man's excellence is created and then women want him as a byproduct.
No, I agree that a male has to build value. I agree with that. But what I'm saying, he gets that validation on his value.
His
if
value
women
isn't
want
based on
him.
how many girls he fucks. His value is based on what impact he creates for the world. Then the women come after that.
Well, but no,
There's a
no,
reason why they say you get the money, the power, the respect, then you get the women.
Okay,
That's
well,
what
well,
Opportunism
then
means to
nobody
set
would
a
have a
Scarface.
problem. Well, nobody would have a problem with Chad, though.
Well, the problem is that most guys don't understand that that's where their value is derived from creating value in the world, not women.
That's because unnatural to the male biology. He has to be trained and taught to add value to an artificial world. This is an artificial world. This is not a biological
It's pretty real
world.
to me.
No, it's fake.
It's a pretty real world to me.
No, it's fake. It's an artificial matrix. I mean, even Andrew Tate said it was a matrix, and y'all agreed. Now you don't agree with me when I say it's a
Haram!
Because the context under which you're using it.
No. The context is true. This is anti-natural. All of this is anti-natural and is going against everybody's nature. And so biologically, y'all ain't supposed to get no pussy. That's just the bottom line. And if you can't get it, you finna shoot up the schools.
You keep saying that like that's gonna change anything.
It ain't changing. It's the fact that y'all driven by sex and y'all
Again,
admitted yourself.
coming back to the argument, because you have a fantastic ability to go on wild tangents that have nothing to do with the original argument.
Which is?
See, I've even lost. You even helped me lose my fucking train of thought. Yapping about the other stuff. It was fuck. I just had it in my head. God damn it.
We're talking about. Oh man, I lost it too. You just talk a lot, man.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Value, and y'all having to build it up.
No, that's not. That's my point.
No,
It's
before
like,
that.
it was before that. Like, you just be going on tangents, bro. That's why I got to stop you, because like it's
Listen,
just like
No, because it's deep.
Listen.
no. It's,
Sorry. Go
go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Sorry. I'll be right here. You're old as fuck. Guys don't care what the fuck you think right now. Like,
I know
I
they
did in the past. Like,
That's because they functionally
you
retarded.
had
I
your-
expect
Well,
that.
but hey, listen, I won't lie to you. Like, you're old as fuck. Guys don't care what the fuck you think. So all you have to yeah.
Listen, I don't care what they think. I'm not here. Listen.
Hands up.
Cannot go.
Yo, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Now I just really into because the dude behind the camera, he's funny as fuck because he just butts in. I don't watch Fresh and Fit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
So the thing
I only
what's crazy about it is, weren't you on a panel with her earlier today?
yes, and I'm
Yes.
gonna review that.
So the thing about it is this, right? I hope that she gets everything she's asking for. The problem is, I really sit back and I analyze women's complaints of today, right? So today women will say, and you know what's funny? It's the fact that men have become too civilized, right? The world's become too civilized, right? So what I find to be interesting is they say things like, these podcasts like Fresh and Fit and Kevin Samuels, they say that the way that men talk about women today is just horrible. Like to her, a man, like these men speaking to her is like they're functionally retarded, right? The men are functionally retarded. And I think about it, right? The men of the 90s would never even give a woman like that. The men in the 90s were just calling women bitches and hoes. And it's funny because the women are complaining. They're like, well, the worst thing for men to do is listen to Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate. Well, is it better if they listen to Tupac and Biggie when all you're doing is being called bitches and hoes? But maybe in a sick way, maybe they liked that better than actually trying to meet them and have a conversation with them. Because the men of the past never conversed with them.
I heard you. Listen, I heard you have. I heard you make that point before, like, and that's true. Because before, I mean, we remember the old WWF. They say, "Hey, wait a minute, you said something there again," and bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. These podcasts,
right?
They're actually creating more of the problem. Back in, like, think about it. When was it safe for a woman like a woman like this would be laughed out of your neighborhood? It would never be even you speaking. If I stop and talk, if a crackhead yells at me, and I stop and yell back at that, how bad am I?
Yo, listen, bro. Yo, Little King, what's good, bro? Yo, listen, I want you to go after this, Little King, but I gotta tell this. I gotta tell you this one thing, right? 2 years ago, I went to the Dominican Republic because my sister was getting married, and I was having a conversation with my stepmother. She's married to my father. My father also was married to my mother, my biological mother. And I was having this conversation with my stepmom, and I said, and I was just speaking about, the conversations that we have on YouTube. This was, 2 years ago. And she told me, "Oh, I love the patriarchy." She told me this. And I said, "Oh, okay." like she told me this. I'm not recording her. I'm having an honest conversation with her when it comes to the dynamic of man and woman and family. And she said that she loves the patriarchy.
She's a very smart woman.
And it came from a woman that I respect. And we're not talking, this is an educated woman she's a maxillofacial surgeon. She's and she works in the medical field. She's a surgeon / dentist. And she's saying that she loves the patriarchy. She says that she has.
I don't find that to be a positive thing. I mean, just to be, I'm not going to try to.
No. But even she's saying it.
You're not supposed to like it. Men are not supposed to like it.
Why not, bro?
Well, hold on.
Because you're not. Because you don't like going to work every day. Because you don't like lifting weights. Because you don't like cutting grass. Like, life is not supposed to be something that you like to do. It's not supposed to be. We have to do things every single day that we don't like because they're necessary. This isn't about what you like. This is about what's necessary. And women aren't supposed to like. This all goes back to the Bible. They're not supposed to like their role. You're not supposed to. Just like.
My bad.
Okay. No, I mean, okay. Patriot, I understand where you're coming from because it's hard. I understand. In a way, it's a burden. I understand, but at the end of the day, before you go to sleep, you feel fulfilled inside. You feel fulfilled. You say, "Oh shit, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to get the job done."
Not if you're an ambitious person. You're not.
Nah, you gain appreciation. You gain appreciation from what is necessary, bro.
Patriarchy. When you go to sleep at night, I'm pretty sure there's been days where you didn't do shit, but probably eat junk food and be online or watch Netflix. And then at the end of the day, you're like, "Damn, what the fuck did I do today? I didn't do shit today."
Yeah.
Versus a day that you worked out, you went to work, you read a book. You said, "Oh, let me see. Okay. Is there any way I can advance in life?" You actually took steps to better yourself. Compared to a day that you didn't do shit, there's a difference. There's a difference there.
Those steps.
I cannot live a day where I'm not doing if I'm just chilling for real.
Come closer to the mic.
My fault. I can't live a day where I'm not functioning, trying to do some type of service. Because if I don't, then shit, it's like you're not functioning, bro.
You slacking. You lacking.
Functioning, yeah. Especially if you got a family. Especially if you got, just things that you're living for. Like you said earlier, it's not supposed to be things you like. it's necessary though, and you gain that appreciation from what's necessary.
Well, the thing is this, right? This woman, she's going to get a lot of followers, and I hope that she gets everything that she wants. It's my goal in life for women to follow. I mean, it's if this is the world that you want to create. Now, I'm a little bit of more of a different breed than most men, right? Fine. I mean, if you want to create a society of sexual segregation, which I have no problem with at all, go ahead and do that. But stay out of male companies, stay out of male spaces. Don't like, why are you trying to get jobs in men's stuff? Like, that's what she's asking for. Like, I've heard her speak a couple times, but what's funny is it's like a woman leaving and men are trying to pull her back. Like, I saw the angry man thing. It's like, why are you trying to pull? This is what she wants. Like, let them have all of this stuff. Eventually will go to echo chambers. And I keep saying it over and over and over again. Let them have their space. If these women want to, because think about it, when we get together in these, what has happened? What has made women more equal? What has made all these problems? It's the fact that we're together all the time. It's the fact that we're not separate from each other.
Yes.
Like even during marriages, in a marriage, a man is not around the woman all the time. So in these YouTube conversations, like, it's become, that's what makes them equal. When they're separate from us, they're not equal. They're their own thing. We're our own thing. So for me, I agree with her. Go off and go to your space. Go to your side of the fence. Go. Because by us meeting together, I have to change the way I talk to accommodate you. I have to change everything about me. No matter what I say, you're always going to be the victim, and it's always going to come back to bite me. So it would be better that if I hope that she gains a ton of followers, and I hope that eventually she gets so big that it'll be all women, because there will be no, when women have the ball, there will be no female version of Fresh and Fit. There will be no female podcast where they will enable other men on their podcast. When they get the ball, they don't turn it over. So I hope that what she's building works. I hope she builds a space for them and they go to their side of the fence. And that's my hope.
I want to say real quick, I should have waited a little bit because I didn't know exactly the point y'all was talking about. I just tuned in. I'm up here. What's up? But I completely agree with Eric, man. Have these hoes go to their fucking space for real, because I'm tired of it. Well, I don't again, I should have shut the fuck because I don't know. But partially I agree with Eric. They gotta stay the fuck out of these spaces where it's men trying to talk about men shit, if that's exactly what it is that you're talking about. But on the other contrary, I kinda like spaces like, well, podcasts like Fresh and Fit, because they display women's behavior.
We already know it.
Yeah, no, it's a double-edged sword though, right? Because it's also gonna expose men too.
But what you mean?
And I'm guilty of it.
Remember, it's not a lot of
get a
men
decent
that know.
listen.
My
Go
bad.
ahead.
I was just gonna say, remember, it's not all the men that can just move the way that is desired. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, especially in a day like today, where we don't have the men's spaces where we can literally go. We have to build it, like me and mom.
No, you
like,
can build it by women. Women like this are your biggest ally. They're going to help your spaces be all male. She's going to take these women, bro. Like, even, were you on the Fatty show with the Asian woman now is like playing the victim, and like everybody from Fatty show now going over that. You enabled that.
Right.
You created that.
Mind you,
like,
she was just like an air bubble, but then you make her pop.
It's ridiculous, bro.
It's exactly what you're saying, bro. Nah, and that's the thing. Like, it's cool to have a conversation with them. It's a discussion, but when you want to talk about men shit, you can't have it.
It's funny. It's funny because all these men, let's be traditional. Let's be traditional. Let's have the conversation. Let's have the conversation. Did traditional men have conversations and reason with women? No, they did not.
No, not at all.
Okay, so there we go. Like, it's funny because this is not traditional. It's not traditional to try to logic or reason with a woman. That's not traditional. So it's funny that everybody's saying they want this traditional stuff. Like, we don't know more than our grandparents. Like, now I'm starting to see it, because it's like these women will listen to Lil Baby all day long. They'll listen to Future all day long, but then they'll hate Fresh and Fit. Maybe it's because they don't want to be reasoned on. They just want to be flexed on. You're trying to reason with them. Why? Why would you do that?
Because we care for them, Eric. We care for our women.
I guess. I don't know. I guess it makes good. If you're for content, for monetization, I understand. But if you're trying to make any type of moral stance, it's kind of having. It's funny. I think it's actually having the opposite of effect that they intended it to have.
I think more or less the content for sure. I mean, everybody grifting, but like on some young boy watching it, you see it, and I don't think to emulate anything they do, like as far as try to have these conversations with them, I don't think that's anything you should do. But respectfully understand that, oh shit, that's how they move, that's their behavior.
Yeah, but
so I gotta move more wise, or assertive shit like that. Just don't try to, because I used to kick back when you guys, oh, why are you trying to hold such a kind of, these hoes need to get the fucking line. But then when you do that, it empowers them so much, it drowns out what's really trying to be said. Fuck that. Don't even discuss nothing with them hoes, because at the end of the day, they just gonna get you caught up into some shit, or the fire is gonna be turned on you. I get what you're saying, Eric.
And now that stream from Fatty, I don't even see it on this thing. I'm just saying, bro. Like,
look, mind you, you see that chick, and then the other chick where I guess he was invited or whatever to that thing. And then she comes, the Chan chick, whatever her name is, she comes in, she strikes his shit, right? And then again,
what?
Right, this is ridiculous. But mind you, as much shit that you guys probably talk over there, ain't nobody hitting you up, ain't nobody doing none of that shit to your shit. But just because you get in your fifi, you want to come with bullshit, and that's not safe.
Yeah, I mean, I told him echo chambers. I told you,
man. My whole thing is, I mean, Eric, yeah, the whole thing back, a man from the 90s is not giving a woman space to talk about how she feels, because now it opens the door for her having say so. It's gonna be a loss in power equilibrium, right? Like, now you're giving her more leeway, and now she has more stock in what goes on. I understand.
which one is more effective? It seems to me, like I said, these are having the opposite effect. These are making it even worse. These podcasts like this, they making it even worse, bro. Like, you think by him insulting her and all of that in this conversation, you don't think that she gained something from that? Think about what does the other side do when they hear a Nick Fuentes or they hear an Andrew Tate? They don't try to reason with that. They just destroy it. They don't even try to reason with it. They don't try to have hey, let's have a conversation about this. They just get rid of it.
Big goofy. I like.
And it's cold facts. Little King. You know why this is cold facts? Because when you go to Cynthia G, she ain't letting a man up there talk. When you go to Cynthia G, she ain't letting you talk your shit.
Nigga, hey, yo, look, I gotta confess it. I won't even comment in they chat because I already know what type of energy that's
you out of there, nigga.
Man, I ain't about to put that upon me. You feel me?
And you dark skin? Oh, you dark skin? Oh, you're out of there, nigga. Sayonara. Immediately.
Hey, yo, but look, check it. I remember when Jay Prince and everybody was doing the Black House thing and all cordial stuff in the beginning, right? And that girl, shout out to Venus. Look, you gotta shout him out and shit just to make sure you safe. Fuck her. Shout out to Venus though, she dope as hell. She first came up there, and as soon as she opened her mouth, first thing I said was terrorist. I think Eric was up there, but I'm like, terrorist. Man, the nigga Darren Log and JP, straight smooth cape. Like, nah, chill. You gotta give them their chant and then not no shade. You feel me? Everybody
You
got
gotta
the
lay,
opportunity to do
you
what they
gotta lay the
do.
law down.
Uh-huh.
You gotta lay the law down. My thing is, my thing is, why are these cats popular? Why is Fresh and Fit popular?
Because they made themselves popular.
No, can I say something about it?
Right, go ahead.
Because
Everybody
go ahead.
now is chasing Kevin Samuels' legacy. That's why you've got all these new YouTube shows. That's why nobody can change talking about relationship topics.
What's his legacy?
Like everybody now wants to recreate Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, bro, but Patreon, can I tell you something, bro? Patreon, I don't give a fuck about, bro. I don't care. The nigga, okay, he was him. He died. Let's move on. Sometimes I'm like, yo, why are we still talking about that nigga?
I think.
Okay, but hold on a second. But why are we still talking about relationships?
But that's the thing, Eric.
Why? This shit is dumb.
Eric, I don't think the niggas is popular because they try to like. I mean,
This
this
shit is dumb,
segment
bro.
of their show definitely, but check it. If we know 90% of niggas on some, they need motivation. You know what I'm saying? These niggas put out motivation. 90% of niggas gonna, make like eat it up. 90% of niggas gonna make them popular. That's why they popular. This is simple.
Man, this shit is all.
Because
I don't know, bro. I think it's dumb.
How many niggas you know, like outside of our immediate circle,
you
even in our immediate circle, do we really motivate each other? Do we really tell each other like, yo, that bitch at home?
The thing is this Fresh and Fit. The thing is that they put on some great, like the debate between Nick Fuentes and Destiny. That shit was amazing, bro. Destiny got thoroughly annihilated, like he always does, versus Nick Fuentes. But that stuff is cool, but I don't. These
and
conversations,
when they bring the millionaires up there, I love it. I love the money talks.
But the thing is we're never this. I don't care enough about the women's opinion. Like,
what, you want me to back up on the Mike Black? Or am I?
No, he's talking about Lil King.
Oh,
I think he's talking about me. My bad. I might switch devices, bro.
New Jersey microphone. So hear you all the way in Connecticut. Hear you all the way in Connecticut. That one. So the thing is this: I don't care enough about this, and this woman is smart because she recognizes I can be the opposite of this, and I can create a space for people who have a critique of these type of things. And I think that, like I said, I hope that she does it. I think any man trying to reason with her is an idiot. I think it's futile. I mean, like let her build her. I mean, she's helping you out. I mean, let her take all of the women that you complain about. Let her take those with her, unless you're really trying to save these women.
yeah, bro. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I think a lot of times people get upset because I might be very bland and insensitive. I'll hop on any topic. I said, guys, you seem like intelligent people. Why do we care about this conversation?
Exactly.
I say, why do we care about this conversation? Do you want your next door neighbor to get some pussy? Like, do you want you want his wife to treat him good? That's what you care about your neighbor? Like, you really care about your neighbor? That nigga be a serial killer and you don't know it. Do you really care about your neighbor?
Meanwhile, in China, right, they're doing like quadratic equations at 4 years old. And it's just like we're completely distracted. And what I'm wondering is with so much information widely available on the internet, why is this the stuff that keeps popping up? Why are these, like, you're gonna tell me there aren't podcasts, right? You're gonna tell me that, so for example, with somebody starting trucking, or you're gonna tell me that there isn't a podcast out there right now that'll show a government grant program for somebody to buy or where to buy used trucks, or how to lease trucks out to, like, bro, or like financing. It's like, why are these ones the ones that keep showing? This is a distraction.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, today I
Oh,
talked to my bro, Little King. I talked to my bro, and Rakim, I want you to speak after. Little King, I talked to my bro. He moved to Texas, and he's doing good right now. He's working for himself, and he kind of checked me. He said, "Yo, man, why you on this YouTube? Like, bro, what the fuck? What are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing?" And he said, there's a lot of shit going on in the world, and you're worried about the wrong shit.
Facts.
And in real life, we're just having these statistical conversations. We're worried about these random celebrity relationships that are halftime that is made up for clout. And my boy told me, he's like, my brother, he said, "Yo, bro, why you focused on this nonsense? This is the circus." I mean, I think people could relate to this, because there's one thing that people love is companionship, sex, whatever. So we all could relate to relationships. We all could relate to being played or playing somebody. And this is why this is an ongoing situation, an ongoing conversation, because there's always going to be new people that are rookies. They're freshmen to these topics, and they become intrigued to it. And I think I got to the point where I graduated. Like, okay, whatever. Sometimes these people are talking about boring shit, marriage. They're telling you, yo, this is the conversation that drives me crazy when they say, oh, the thing is, most people, they don't plan their babies, bruh. If it was to plan a baby, a family, 90% of the people wouldn't be here. Okay, people don't plan that shit like that. It sounds beautiful, it sounds great, but everyone doesn't plan family. It just happens. And then they say, you know what, I'm going to have to adjust to what I just did. So now we're talking about, oh, this is what the man is supposed to do, this is what the woman is supposed to do, but in real life we're doing the opposite.
True.
but that's the thing though, like, and I'm gonna keep it funky.
Speak up, what you said, bro?
I said that's the thing, and I'm gonna keep it real. It's some people that live and just adjust to life, but then there's other people that actually control their life. You know what I'm saying? And us that maybe already had these experiences to fail, we want the ones behind us to do their best to control their lives, opposed to just, rolling with the punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that, and of course, this isn't end all be all type content at all. But I think it's entertaining enough for the time where it probably deliver that message better than, like those sage talks or those, OG talks. Shit, sometimes they're dope, but they're not. You don't get the results. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's all it's about to me. Is YouTube can be used for plenty of things.
Bro, this is junk, bro. This is junk TV, man. Like, I used to think I was on some ill shit. Yo, I haven't had cable in a decade, but nigga, this is the new cable.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's a lot of good things on here. You can figure out.
Bro, there's a lot, bro. Yes.
Like
like the books that I have trouble understanding. I come on this motherfucker. Like that's what it used to be about. Like, but then I can't lie, I started branding and getting into going from conversation style interviews to podcasting. And then I came from a platform, and then I don't know, I got caught up with black people on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. And then they say, they say, Fighter, why you always in black spaces? Nigga, this is what's in my algorithm, bro. Like, where the white people at? And I'll hop on their panel and talk shit. This is what's in my algorithm. This is what came to me. So now I got to get up out of it. I'm gonna have to talk. What do white people talk about? So I could go find a new space. What do Asian niggas talk about? So I could find a new space. Because
I'm
we're
about
having this, we're having the same conversations, man. We're having the same conversations, bro.
to like
It-
try to
listen, we all have different concepts, different standards, and prerequisites when it comes to dating, and then we all want to agree with what this one person says. But number one, that person is not making the same money that you have. They're not as attractive as you. They might be less or more. They don't have a network like you. They're not as charismatic as you. Like there's so many components to it, right? But I think that's what makes the conversation interesting, because everyone has an opinion and everyone has their own experience. So that's why it makes it a great market. And then the thing is, fresh and fit. Yo, I remember one time they brought up this one lovely girl up there, and I said, "Damn, she's beautiful. She's soft spoken. She this, she that." That's not the type of chicks they bringing up there. They're bringing strippers and IG models, bruh.
It's just unfortunate that all these hoes want to be strippers and IG models, but nah, they bring a lot of different type of women up there
Bro. I gotta see more of that, man. I gotta see more of that.
from dentists, doctors, nurses, fake entrepreneurs, and they, married women that's humble. But yeah, the ones when they start acting crazy, it's fun to watch because hey, if you're married, your woman ain't acting crazy.
Listen, I know this chick from Jersey. She
Yeah.
Haitian. Oh my god, light skinned chick,
Oh my
man.
I know.
Man, listen, man. Man, I better never catch that bitch outside, man. That bitch, man. And she was on there. I'm like, fuck. But that's the type of they outside, bro. 90%,
I work in
95% of the chicks that they bring, bro, they outside, bro.
Marbella, bro. And Marbella is a Dominican spot, hookah shit all day, every day. And it's the same type of chicks, bro. Like these chicks be having their lives and all that, but for some reason they still chasing this life. And that's the thing, right? Okay, you want to be traditional and things like that, but they don't get that shit until later on. But ever since you was a boy, that's what they've been teaching you though, to try to be, right? It depends
Yo,
on
you know what was wicked? I saw a post on Facebook, right? And this chick, it was like a TikTok like review type thing, and a girl, Princella, was talking her shit. And then the girl said, "Yo, I love Prince. I love her. She speaks so much facts." And then you know who she played after that? These are the three women that I love listening to. She said Princella, then she said the
sick.
other Sukiana.
Oh my god.
So now and Shira 7. Sprinkle, right? So I'm like,
Oh my god.
so you're putting all them in the same category. That's who you take advice from. You take advice from Suki Anna, nigga. And then you have the woman that reposted it says, and this is a woman, way over her 40s, saying, "Oh my God, I believe everything." I only agree with one of the women that she posted, and then I say, "So you're gonna agree with what she said, only on the good aspect? So you don't think it's all negative?" Sukiana, Shira 7, and Princella. I
Oh
mean,
my.
I don't care how many facts you drop on me. The moment you say a lie, I'm gonna look at you different. I'm not even gonna want to listen to you.
That's it. I mean, they don't, man. Shit, like
Rakim, what's good, bro?
who do they got? Who do they got as influence?
Yo, partner, what's the word?
Yo, F, what they
Man, yeah. This shit. Yo, she's making a lot of noise, Princella. You know, and I been knew who she was, man. She's making noise out here, man.
Yeah, I remember. I think you called into a show a while back, right?
Yeah, and I did the review, and I was supposed to do a show with her before she even got popping like that. I was supposed to do a show with her, but we got caught up with it. You know what I mean? We was able to do it, but
right.
I don't know if she'll be down with it now because I know she busy. She booked. She traveling weekly.
Well, here's the thing with this whole situation, man. Like what Eric was saying earlier is absolutely true. Everybody's chasing it ever since Kevin Samuels blew up off of speaking about the subject matter. And once he, hit 1 million subscribers, and he was actually being a voice for men, because prior to the internet, men had no voices in the media. So barbershop talk has been brought to the internet. But the thing is, after people saw that Kevin Samuels blew up off of it, and the way YouTube is structured now, when YouTube was at its best was back in like 08, 09, before anything was monetized and you can do videos, because that's how long this conversation has actually been around.
But by the time these new people came through and they want to talk about Kevin Samuels, yo, this shit been old. Kevin Samuels bit it off a nigga that bit off a nigga that bit it off a nigga that bit it off a nigga.
Right, because
recycled shit.
One of the original people was Sergeant Willie P. And a lot of people might not be familiar with Sergeant Willie P. I started getting on. I was listening to these relationship conversations back when it was still Blog Talk Radio. They used to have something called Blog Talk Radio where you can call in and you can call in over the air. And so that's how long these conversations have been around. And it's like with some of these chicks, man, they like to use what people call plausible deniability. You know what that is? Plausible deniability. It's like when you do some shit that you know that's wrong, or you do some shit with the intent that you're gonna get over, but when it blows up in your face, you act like a child, like you will lie and like, I didn't know this was gonna happen. I didn't know this. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought something else. That's plausible deniability, and that's what happened.
Lizzo is a walking plausible deniability.
You say who?
Lizzo. She's a walking plausible deniability.
I don't even think about Lizzo at all, but yeah, man. So that's pretty much what it is now. It's a business on YouTube. Everybody's chasing it. Everybody's trying to, use this subject matter to blow up their platforms to, for super chats and cash apps, man. And actually, before Kevin Samuels, it was really the women started off grifting first, because a lot of people are not familiar with Chrissy. A lot of people are not familiar with Paris Milan. Let me see, Cynthia G. Once they started realizing, once YouTube changed it up where you was getting more money for
Yo, Rakim, can you continue? I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna be listening on my phone. I'm gonna walk away. Y'all can continue this conversation, and we're gonna get back to the video. But I'm literally gonna walk away for 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, no doubt. But once something happened with YouTube where you was able to get more money for views on a video versus subscribers. And at one point, remember, you had to have hundreds and thousands of subscribers before you saw a little money in YouTube. But once that changed, then a lot of these women that knew that they can get money based off of the cash apps and super chats, they started switching their content up, and it started become, bashing men. And then, the type of audience that they attract are the type of audience of women that, they may got, 3 kids, 4 kids, they out the game, but they use these women's content as a coping mechanism. And a lot of these women know that do this type of content, because they really don't have any answers for these women. They know a lot of these women are out there, so it becomes therapeutic for them to hear somebody say that I'm not the one that's at fault here. My choices didn't get me into this position, and I'm with 100,000 other women that feel the same way. So, and when you some people like they'll pay you to lie to them. They'll pay you to lie to them, and that's one thing got to give Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels kept it a G all the way through. He was very critical with men, but people tend to forget that part. He was saying, "Yo, you got to work out, you got to dress in nice slacks and a nice watch, wear some nice steppers and everything like that." He was very critical.
No good.
Look good, smell good, absolutely. Actually, I was watching Kevin Samuels when the brother was doing cologne. This was way before he turned into what he turned into. When Kevin Samuels came on,
and then they tried to expose his whole life and all this shit about him getting kicked out. I'm like, nigga, that's what men do. We struggle, nigga. Like, what is wrong with you?
Here's the thing: a lot of it's no longer about relationships or anything else anymore. Like, I don't know why a lot of these guys play tug of war. It's about power. Certain and this is not all women, because I love women, but it's just certain women have this false illusion of power that is given to them by, they don't even realize that this has been a hoax to begin with. The corporate media and these big corporations make a killing off of single women. They make a killing off of single miserable women. So they're going to promote to you a lifestyle of that you don't need a man, that you're independent, that men are not on your level. They're going to keep promoting this to you because they know that that's going to drive a wedge between you and men. And at the end of the day, you're going to be lonely and miserable without having a man. And you've bought so much into what they sold you, and you've invested so much, you don't know how to turn that off, especially if you invested and bought into that at a young age. A 17, 18-year-old girl that's been listening to some of these content creators since she was that age, by the time she's 29, 30, she don't know how to turn that off. She don't know how to change. She don't remember a time when she was any different. And then so with that wedge being driven between you and the opposite sex, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be posting videos and thirst traps for attention on Instagram to get some type of male gaze. And you're going to be using whatever money you got to buy a lot of shit to substitute for the lack of relationships that you have and being unhappy with life. So
that's why I tell them keep their legs closed, but they don't want to listen. I literally just got dropped off because my car down or whatever, and the chick that dropped me off, she literally, like, I told her, like, we had a conversation. And it's my first time meeting the chick. We had an event or whatever. She was a photographer. It seemed like she was pretty level-headed or whatever. But I mean, as soon as Buddy called, you feel me? She went running. But the conversation didn't seem that she was that type. But what do you think she's gonna end up feeling like by the weekend, by Monday or whatever? And they don't get it.
Yeah, man, it's like false illusions. Like, I've had conversations with women. You'll have women that say they can do anything, that they don't need a man for nothing. But then on the opposite end of the spectrum, they saying that, we can be attacked out here. We doing this and doing that. Well, if you say that you're on that level that you are, I've been telling women for the longest, well, why are y'all need to look more into politics and vote for people who going to allow y'all to carry a firearm in self-defense, because the wedge has been driven so much, and chivalry is no longer an element in everyday society, that a lot of men are not going to get involved in situations where they could potentially lose their life to help a chick that wouldn't even piss on them if they was on fire. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I was like, y'all better start carrying them bangers, because you're gonna need them. And obviously, don't go out at night. Whatever you got to take care in the daytime. And if you have to go out at night, be very observant of your environment and your surroundings and different things like that. What Sherelle was saying, every nigga sweater he was here on the day the Manosphere was built. I've been here since 2008, Sherelle. I've been here since I was 20. I'm 35 now. That's when that's how long these conversations been around.
I've been here since I was born. Like, what the fuck? In my whole life, like, these niggas, people don't get it. Like, it's a plight. Yeah, your life. But as a man, I literally be having 22-year-old young men. They're grown. Fuck they young shit. They grown. Talk about how they struggle to be a man. How they find it hard to be a man. Like what? Are you
Well, you
like?
gotta understand. You gotta understand where we at in society right now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's not acceptable to be a heterosexual male these days. You have the feminism. They done teamed up with the alphabet people. They got
And
millions of dollars.
it's sad. It's sad that I have to say this, but especially if you're a white heterosexual male, you got it the worst. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Nah, not necessarily. I wouldn't say they got it the worst because they the ones
Bro,
that really created this situation.
if
But
I was white and you black, obviously, but if I was white and we fill out a grant application today, you're gonna get it before me.
nah, not necessarily. They didn't pull back on affirmative action. They about to continue pulling back on that. So that's not really.
I was looking at a grant application. Like you understand that's the society we in today. Like they're gonna fight back for it, but literally that's where we at in time.
Nah, I mean, because if white people's losing, who the hell's winning? I mean, if white men's losing, who the hell's winning?
We're gonna switch up the conversation, but I feel you. But as far as men's plight, like you know what I'm saying, it's difficult to be a man. That's what these young boys are saying. And this is
because I can never remember a time where it wasn't difficult to be. I ain't gonna even get into that. That's a different.
like as far as your life is gonna always be like you had struggles, you had difficulties, and that's the thing. Like you're gonna overcome them, right? And yeah, it's gonna take niggas different time, different points in their lives, but that's the whole. That's your life as a man. That's our life. But that's the thing. Certain men don't. They completely. They walk out of the plight. They
No, but
turn
see,
into
for
women.
you to overcome
You know what
certain
I'm saying?
things, for you to overcome certain things, you got to have an understanding of what's happening to you. You got to understand what's actually going on for you. Because if
How
it's
you
something
gonna
that
do
you
that
understand,
though? You gotta
huh?
go through. You gotta go through it. See?
No, or you gotta observe and you gotta listen to what other
And
people
that's
are
what
saying
I said
around
earlier.
you.
When Eric was there, that's what I said earlier. It's only like a small percentage of people that actually is gonna take control of their life.
I mean, no, you just have to. What they say, a smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes. So
Right, right.
you have to observe and know what's going on around you, and you got to be a critical thinker. If you ain't a critical thinker, you're gonna be asked out. You're gonna be asked out because, like what Fighter was just saying, I understand the origins of this conversation because I've been around for so long. For a lot of other people that don't, to them this is entertainment or different things like that. But it's much more to it than that. But now, long gone are the days where people are having honest conversation because YouTube is a business now. So everybody's looking to market to a certain audience, and everybody's looking to grift. So that's where we're at right now. Now, YouTube, you have more honest conversations when people wasn't getting paid and they were just doing it for the love of just wanting to, get their message out there, give their perspective or opinion on certain things. But those days are gone. After you saw how Kevin Samuels blew up, that's what Eric was saying. Everybody is trying to follow that blueprint. And the women, they been had that on their side.
Right.
So that's where we at right now. And they become redundant because, like, I'm a man, I'm a heterosexual man. I'm not budging. I'm not budging with the way I think and everything like that. I'm not here on no domination shit. I'm just a man. I'm going to lead my relationship. My woman will have input. I'm going to value what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I'm going to make the ultimate chief decision. And you can tell by the type of men certain women pick. When they pick men that really don't have things in order, it's because they want to have control of the relationship. That's why I say the power factor comes in, because they'll be quick to go after a man that really ain't got his shit together, because when you ain't got your shit together, you ain't got no say so. You know what I'm saying? And for certain niggas, pussy just satisfies them. That's all they need. But for a man on the opposite end of the spectrum that has things in order, like, sweetheart, I pay my own mortgage, I own my own home, I got my own vehicles and everything like that. She's having to adjust to your program. And certain women, they've been indoctrinated with that mindset of being, of everything being about them, that they don't like that. So some women will go the other way. They be like, nah, that nigga got too much control. I ain't trying to be in that position.
Exactly. They know that they can't be in that type of dynamic where they subservient to.
Yeah, because what you gonna tell me to do? Get out my own house? Nigga,
Right.
get the fuck out. No, you get the fuck out. This is my shit. That's the words that they would hate to hear. This is my shit.
Even when the nigga just got control of himself, just emotional regulation, just that's how you going? All right, cool. I'm out of there. It's not. I'm gonna remove myself from the situation.
I'm gonna just say this. I know Fighter when to finish playing this video. Is one thing that we're forgetting too as well. Like Fighter, guess what? We can have our own man spaces and everything, right? But when these women get bored, because they're gonna get tired of other women, and when they realize that because they need male attention. Women need male attention. They can't live without the male attention. They need it. That's when they start following us to where we at. And the shit goes on and on. Just like you see, Fighter's now officially a truck driver. I've been a truck driver for a few years. Everybody's getting into this profession. Truck driving is a very manly thing. You hooking up tractors and trailers, you getting gas and fuel, you unhooking, sometimes loads. Now what do you have? Since you have women getting into the truck driving space, they're wearing short shorts, trying to get attention on routes, at truck stops, twerking, making videos, twerking everywhere as a truck driver, trying to tap into that man's space and extract resources and viewership from men. Because who else you doing that for? You ain't doing that for women. So this is where we at now.
Respect. Hey, Fighter, go ahead, hit play. Let's get to it. Fighter
Oh, my bad. Nah, I was muted. I know I was muted. Sundown was good, brother. Popular Class, what up?
Hey, Class A with all my hazards, doubles and triples. Popular along the year.
Yeah, my my Macbone was good, brother. Make sure y'all all hit that like button, man. Support the channel. You heard, shares. Subscribe. My whole thing is right. When we listen to these topics, and I know I asked this earlier, is the issue is that we want certain women to change the way they behave, or do we want them to be who they want to be?
I think it's half and half. I think it's certain men that want them to change. But at this particular point, it's hard for people to change, man. Like I said, once you invest.
Oh, yo.
I think we lost him.
Yes, your mic is out.
I think it's like they want them to stay who they want to be. Just understand that you're not gonna deal with me. If that rhyme, right? That rhyme. Like for real, like let them be who they are. Just know that they're not gonna deal with them. Like you should not deal with them. And if you do, understand that these are your consequences / rewards. Like the ones that want certain ones to change, I think they're still like beta simping, but I don't think it's more so wanting them to change. Just hey, understand that hey, you're gonna be like that. This is what you're gonna get.
Now, I know, like we said, I know a lot of this is entertainment. But I do think that there's a big part of men. You know how when they speak about like red pill rage, like they haven't accepted, like they're angry at nature of women, the reality of what it takes to be with the woman that you want to be with, and accepting your place in the world. And I think men kind of like rebel against that, and that's okay. It's a stage. It's a process. It's a phase, and I think some men stay in that zone, and many still have issues dealing with women or getting women, or they might desire a relationship, but it doesn't go their way. And I think there has to be a certain level where you can accept things for what they are, whatever it is at the time, and adapt to it to its best form, where it's healthier for you, the best outcome for you. And listen, I'm probably still going to be talking about this a year or two from now, because I've been learning. Every day I come on here, I learn more and more and more. It's gotten to the point, yeah, I'm going to drop the link again, 18th letter. And it's gotten to the point that sometimes I tell myself, yo, don't even indulge, don't engage in that conversation, because it doesn't fit you. A lot of these conversations are about marriage. I'm not married. I don't even have a chick in my mind where I say I'm going to marry her. So why would I hop on and engage in that conversation unless I'm ready to, been married, or am married? I desire to get married, and I'm thinking about popping the question. If that's not even in your mind, you shouldn't even have these like Kevin Samuels. A lot of his shit was about marriage, and now you had females, all males, that they don't believe in it, and they're talking about marriage, and they don't even believe in it. Chicks that never been married in their life, they just a baby mother, and they're talking about Kevin. I hate Kevin Samuels, bitch. Why are you even talking about it? You don't even believe. You never been proposed in your life.
How's
No
that?
man, no man proposed to you ever. You never rejected a proposal. So how the fuck are you gonna talk shit about Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, Burberry button ups and baby showers.
Come on, man. So and my thing is, yo, I want to be as neutral as I can, but I'm gonna tend to be harder on the men because I'm a man, and I already know that you got to be hard on a man for the best results.
I keep
I'm
it.
yo, I gotta keep it real, man. You gotta keep it real with
I keep a firm grip, man. Like
yo, Rakim. If you my man's, and let's say I know a chick is playing you, but you can't see it. You're blinded by it because she fucking you, and she look good, and you like her. But you telling me what's going on, I can see shit that you don't see. I'm gonna be hard on you because I want the better for you, right? I'm
right.
gonna,
What's
I'm gonna
the
be.
best way to handle that situation? Let me see if
You
you
gonna have to
guys
keep
could
it real
really,
with them.
really
I
be
gotta keep it
transparent.
real. So I'm gonna tell you, Rakim.
But wait,
Go ahead.
you keeping it real, and again, he's not seeing it. So what's the best way? Like, what's the best way?
It's
And it's
no
your
other way
man.
to be but to be straightforward. Because the only other way would be what to lie
Like
to him.
Spider said, he's
And
being
see, and that's the
straightforward.
difference between
Remember,
men.
he said that he playing you, and you can't see it. So yeah, he telling you, but you know how that go. We tell mad niggas, but niggas don't want to see it, right? So what's the
But
best way to do
if he don't want to see it, and I told him, then at least I can sleep at night knowing that I tried to look out for his best interest. As a man, whatever happens after that, he's going to have to accept that because that was his decision.
what
And
you say, Spider? My bad. Go
I
ahead.
mean, no, yeah. But I would say you gotta talk shit. You're like, yo, nigga, you acting like a bitch right now, bro. Yeah, you're slacking. Like this is not a good look for you. Like you gotta tell them what it is. Fuck the women, bro. Fuck
You
these.
almost did. You almost did. You know what you really have to do, son?
Go ahead, go ahead.
This is real talk, bro. We men. You gotta fuck that bitch, bro.
Oh man, this nigga.
No,
Oh, man,
seriously.
you fuck around and get a nigga killed, man. Nah.
Nah, seriously, that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. As men, bro, as men, our
Bro,
brothers
if
harder
he
than that.
find out, he gonna be more mad at you because you his
You
man.
gotta do that and tell him. It's not do it behind his back. You gotta do it and tell him, like, look, you see, remember back in the days, shit like that used to be going down with nigga. Like,
Yeah, but
oh,
that's if
look,
he ain't real serious with it though. If he ain't serious with it, maybe that can slide. But if that's somebody he real serious with, he'll fuck
So
around and do that.
you rather let your man go to sleep knowing that your man's, this your man's that you're supposed to remember. If he's doing all this, the business gonna be fucked up. Everything, the bag. Remember, you know what I mean? Like, so the best way to do it is, dude, she's not good. Look what happened. What you gonna do?
Hey,
Get
check this
hurt
out, G.
over it. You
Check
gonna
this
have
out.
to feel some type of way for a couple of days.
I
But
give
nigga,
you. Hey,
my
no, check
brother.
this out. Check this out. Check this out, G. Did Tony want to hear Manolo when he saw his sister come downstairs?
You right, but that was a movie. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like in
That's real.
actuality.
That's
Like,
real. He find out you like he gonna be like, what? You was supposed to be my man. Fuck, ain't got nothing to do with her. But you was supposed to know better. He might start sparking
he
them.
wanted to fuck his own sister, man. He wanted to fuck his own sister.
Yo, I'm gonna talk about this topic. Can we agree Tony Montana had a crush on his sister?
I swear to God.
I don't know, man. I don't know if he just real protective of it. I would hate to think that. I'm being biased. I would hate to think.
Man, you see how much coke he was doing?
I would really hate to think that.
Who she
Bro,
was?
it was almost weird, bro. Because you know what, the way I looked at it.
Nigga, think back to our foreign roots, nigga, in culture, nigga. Cut it out.
You my man, if you my man's man, and my sister really likes you, and I respect you, and I feel like you gonna do her right, do what you gotta do, bro. Like, go ahead, I'm allow it. But
That's
I'm
how it's
like,
supposed to go.
right, like, yo, if you're gonna, but I'm gonna tell you, bro, respect me, respect her, and if she the one for you, I do your thing,
That's
bro.
how it's supposed to go. You feel me? That's how niggas used to clan up back in the day. Like, you feel me?
If
You have your man's that you know is a upstanding dude that even if he did bullshit in the past, you know then, but now that he's gonna take in, especially your virgin sister, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. Opposed to her going into the club and trying to hook up with some nigga in the bathroom fucking stall.
Yeah, but see, at the same time too, he knew Manny for being different because Manny was a womanizer. He thought Manny was going, fuck over his sister.
that's a good point.
But that's the thing, nigga. He's coked up. He's high. If he was sober, he would have been like, you know what? You know what we get into, what we've been, but nigga, this your bro. He's not gonna do that to you. He's high. That's why he did that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a topic I'm gonna review. I'm gonna do my little like movie reviews, like how can I say dynamics of relationships? Because a lot of times they have these dynamics and relationships in movies, and we overlook them. And like, yo, look what they did in this movie. Like,
Nigga,
like example,
you
Baby
said,
Boy, like the
oh,
movie Baby Boy. The dynamic of that relationship was crazy. They made it seem, oh, Jody was the bad one, but Yvette was doing a
Really, his mother.
lot of shady shit.
It was really, and the way the situation with his mother and everything like that was kind of But all I know is named Melvin, all fucking gangster, man.
and the hoe that was working at the job knew that she was in a relationship with this nigga. He was in a relationship with her, but then she still was being trifling. All them women in that movie was the issue.
I think
Hey, hop on, Sundown.
What's the factor? What's the factor?
Hop on, Sundown.
What's the factor?
Come on.
I want to know. I want to see what he gonna say. And Sundown, if it's some real shit, then I have no choice than to agree with you. I have no choice than what to agree with you. You let me know, brother.
Man, that part when he thought Melvin had left the room, Melvin came up behind him with that motherfucking headlight. He's like, "Damn, man, this motherfucker got me." He say, "Ma, yeah, that's right. That's right. Call for your mama. Call for your mama, little Jody."
Oh man, even Melvin was on some bullshit. Like
he was like, if he was locked up, I will make you fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your chocolate bunny. You call him a chocolate bunny. Call him a chocolate bunny, nigga.
with
I'm
his
from
steak
Hoover.
on
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right, Sundown. Sundown. What were we missing, Sundown?
Man, shout out to Sundown, man. I see
Hey,
you.
Raquel, man. I saw you online this morning, and I wanted to hop on. It's some crazy shit that happened, and I
Man,
know
what's been
you
going
know the
on?
person that I'm talking about. I don't want to bring his name up,
Okay.
but
type it in the back chat, in the private chat.
He said some really disparaging things, and then some people doxed who he was, and then they found out that he was looking up like a whole bunch of questionable shit. Anyway. So all right. So here's the thing. So the factor that y'all are missing is this: Tony was a drug dealer. Tony was a killer. Manolo was a drug dealer. Manolo was a killer. The only person that Tony saw as pure was his sister. So he knew what came with the business, and he knew what came with dealing with people like him. So when he saw his friend with his sister, the first thing that he thought of was, this dude can taint my sister and make my sister into something that we are, which are evil people. And now I'm not going to let you corrupt my sister. I know how you are. I've seen you with women. I've seen how you do. Tony, what do you say? Manolo, shoot this piece of shit. So he knew exactly what that dude was, and he put his sister on this high pedestal.
I give you props. Okay, I give you props for that. Yeah.
It would be like, look at it like this. Look at it like this. All right, you're a Sicario, right? You're a Sicario. You know what comes with your life. Would you want your Sicario friend dating your sister? No.
That's a good point.
Why?
Well,
Tell me
because that could put your sister. Yeah, because that puts your sister at risk. Somebody might not be able to get to you, so they'll kill your wife. Just to make a statement.
Already got your sister at risk. Like we being this is the thing. We right here, us four, right? We have a brotherhood. We wake up every day, we do 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, 1,000 squats. Every month we put $1,000 in the bank account. We drive the same cars. We rock with each other for 10, 12 years together every day. Yeah, we did fuck shit. We know each other. But you telling me just because of our bullshit, it's not gonna like literally that should be enough for you to allow for us to allow each other to take in our sisters outside, opposed to outside entities like niggas and shit, because them niggas really don't give a fuck. We not gonna put the same protection that we got for our families, we're gonna, right? It's not gonna change now because we fucking them. We're trying to, especially again, if they're virgins. Nah, come on, guys, we gotta be better.
I think no, you're right. But you got to add into the fact that you only saw his mother, and you only saw his sister, which means that his father wasn't in his life, or his father might have been killed. So he might have had more. He looked at his sister more as a kind of a daughter. I gotta protect her at all costs. I gotta make sure that nothing happens to her. I gotta make sure that she gets her book. What is she? She was a hairstylist, right?
Yeah.
I gotta make sure that everything that she wants, everything that she wants, I gotta bust my ass for her to get it. And on the outside, it might look like he had a fetish for his sister, but nah, it's not like that. I look at it like that was the only person that brought him joy, so he wanted that light to burn
as long as it could. And as soon as he saw Manolo with her, he was like, nah. But I think that was a combination of the fact that he was strung out on coke too.
And Sosa was looking for his ass for fucking up that head, and Manolo wasn't at the house when he was trying to get back in touch with him. So that was like the cherry on top of the sundae, and he was high on coke. So yeah,
Right. I was about to like, so none of y'all felt that when he killed this nigga, like when he shot his man, like y'all didn't feel like, damn,
Nah, like I felt like he was already upset that Manolo wasn't even around to be running the operation while he was in New York.
But when he killed
came there, he saw him and he like, nigga, you ain't handling business. And on top of that, you with my sister. This what you on? And he wasn't thinking. He flamed him. He wasn't thinking. He was already pissed.
He was drunk. He was high because you gotta understand this too. He was already high,
and Sosa was looking for him.
Already drunk. Yeah, he was already drunk. He had just split up with his wife at that dinner. Then he got a call from his mom. Hey, I can't find her. Look at what you did to her. You made her just like you. You ruined her. Blah blah blah. So now he's got that, and then he goes to see what's going on. What's the address? All right, I'm gonna go there. Knocks on the door. It's Manolo, and then he sees his sister putting her blouse on, which means they just got done, messing around. So all of that was a culmination of a bunch of things. But you can't say that he never told him, because at the beginning he was like, "Wow, your sister's beautiful. I didn't know that." And he was like, "No, you stay away from her."
He told him to stay away from him. He sure did. He was like, "Hey, she's not for you."
Yeah, now you see that. Now that right there, y'all got me. He did say stay.
Yeah, he did say
that. About that part.
Yeah, he was like, stay away from her. Yeah, stay away from her. He was like, "I didn't even know you had a sister." That man, look, he never. That mean, look at how special that they were. That he never told his best friend that he had a sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he shouldn't have did.
Remember at the end, he was like, she was like, "Yo, you want me? Fuck me, come on, fuck me."
Yeah, I do remember that part.
Remember? Remember that? She was like, "Just come, fuck me, come on," and then right, they killed her right there.
Yeah, she got that Mac 11.
That was a fucked up. Like that whole.
Give me about that movie though. I'm gonna tell you, because like I remember talking to older guys in my hood or whatever. They were like, "Who was the most gangster motherfucking Scarface?" I was like, "Nigga, Tony." They were like, "Nah, folks, little folks, it wasn't Tony." I was like,
dude with the glasses.
They were like Sosa. Sosa was the most gangster, and I was like, and it took me a while to understand. I'm like, that was like, damn, they right. Now Sosa was the one that knocked Tony off.
Nah. You got to understand, like, just the whole. I would say he was that dude that shot Tony at the end was the most gangster, because that was the one that was killing everybody. But
motherfucker,
I would say,
I wouldn't say that. I mean, they jumped him, Sundown. They jumped him, man.
Yeah, that nigga shot Tony in the back.
Yo, Sundown. It was like 40 dudes versus one, man.
Yeah, the army.
No, but that's the same dude that threw the dude out the helicopter.
Yeah, he sure did throw his ass out there.
Remember, he was like, he put the binoculars up and he was pointing at him. Then he just threw him out the helicopter. That was a Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that Sosa was the most manipulative. That he was gonna kill a dude and his kids.
Yeah, Sosa.
But I will say this. So I watched this mafia documentary, and they were talking about how some guy named Roy DeMeo, one of his people had killed the Cuban.
Man.
Yeah, one of his people had killed the Cuban. And even the Italians were like, "Nah, you got to go kill him, because they'll kill your wife, they'll kill the goldfish, they'll kill everybody."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would say that dude was cold. I told you a long time ago, you fucking monkey, not to fuck.
He called him a monkey. He said, and then your Tony was mad. He said, "Who the fuck you talking to? Hey, who the fuck you talking to?"
Yo, that's on one of Ghost Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links. I forgot the name of that song.
Damn, what's the name of that song? I think It's like the third track. Him and Ghostface. Yeah, him and Ghostface.
Yeah. I told you a long time ago. Fucking
Criminology.
Fuck me. Yeah. Not to fuck me. Yeah, that's a crazy movie. But I will say this: the reason.
You said what?
Man,
Oh man, he went up.
that nigga said, "You want to play raw?"
Okay. Whether it was The Godfather, whether it was Goodfellas, whether it was A Bronx Tale, all of those movies, they always said something negative about black people.
Hell, even in Scarface, they said something negative. Remember when he was speaking? Remember the banker was speaking to Tony, and he was like, "You want to trust your money with some monkey in a Bohemian bank, Tony?"
Really?
Yeah,
niggas always stealing.
Yeah, he did say that.
The niggas
I never caught that.
Yep. Yeah, he said that. Godfather was there, like you see the niggas in Harlem, they riding around with their big Cadillacs, and I knew that was gonna happen as soon as they got money. Remember they was at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Niggas didn't care about their people like how they cared about it.
They always say that. They always say something disparaging.
Yep.
And that's why I'm like, yo, man, why do people glorify these movies? Or why do people know these movies by heart when they always say something? It might be something minuscule, but they always say something.
Yeah, I mean, like whatchamacallit, it was just because it was gangster movies. It was no other way, like to, I don't know, when you growing up and you watching
you can't sugarcoat it. You can't.
you can't sugarcoat it.
You gotta give the real. You gotta give the real.
But to The Godfather though, but I will say this: in The Godfather, when he went to that studio, and the guy was like, "You Mick," they were saying a lot of slurs to people.
Yeah, that was the Irish.
I mean the Bronx. Think about it. That was an Italian kid dating a black girl. Like, I know there was a lot of racial shit in that one.
Hell yeah, especially when it was still Italians in the Bronx.
Oh yeah.
Like, but you know what? You like remember the intro on the Fugees, the score, when old boy was talking, when he was like, "Man, niggas running around here calling themselves Gambino and Castellano and all of that, and people don't even like us, man. Niggas doing that shit because they think they got power. They ain't running around calling themselves Mustafa or anything like that. Fuck them. I got power. I got my crew on Chancellor. I got my crew on this street." Remember that?
But that's true. That's true. But nah, that's all. I'm actually I'm on my little break, so I had some time. But nah, Rakim, like I said, I saw you were earlier, what you were doing earlier, and I wanted to hop on and talk to you. But it was
ain't that dude that's he's with that black chick, right?
I don't know. So here's the thing. I looked at him because I noticed you had said his name like twice. So I looked him up, and when I looked him up, it was a bunch of people that they ended up doxing him, and they did like they researched and they found like past like chats and stuff from chat rooms.
Yeah.
And come to find out, the dude was talking all this shit about black men, but he was borderline bisexual.
Yeah. I'm not
surprised. For them. And then like they showed his face, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Usually like when people talk and then you actually see what they look like, you be like, that's the guy? That's the person that's always talking?
Yeah, man. We know the internet give people courage, man. The internet gives people a position to be something that they never were in the real world. So you know how that go. And it's a place to place your most truthful self without any type of physical consequences and
repercussions. Yeah, you can say whatever you want with no repercussions.
You say whatever you want, man.
But nah, he's not the first person that some stuff came out about, and then you see what they look like, and you like, nah, I can see why that person is so aggressive online. It's because that's what they actually look like in person. But,
yeah, man.
Yeah. That shit. It was a few people that was talking about that, and I was like, oh,
That's
okay.
just like what's his name? Because I didn't like that dude. What's his name? Blue as Gelato. Remember him?
Yeah, he was like 5'2", 5'3".
Yeah. See that's the, and I didn't know his backstory, man. I'm like, he grew up in Cleveland. I'm like, see, it's certain people like they get jumped and they get traumatized for the rest of their life. They stay in the house and they just, they
Become more hyper aggressive.
But they never really did anything about their circumstances. So, and I'm like, damn, bro, shit, I done been jumped. I done got fucked up. I couldn't stay in the house though. When nobody, I had to go back out and go fight. It was like, man, nah, you ain't about to be no motherfucking coward. You ain't about to have motherfuckers like you ain't because if you stay in this house, boy, you ain't gonna be able to walk them blocks ever. So
Nah, bro. Like I had an older sister, so I had to fight for my older sister. So I was fighting dudes that was 4 years older than me.
yeah, same thing. I'm the oldest out of all mine. Yep.
So when you 10 and a person is 13 or a person is 14, that is a huge difference.
That is a huge difference.
I used to always get mad at my sister. I'm like, man, these dudes be doing that. And you're going to go outside and you're going to hang around these people. They're going to do something. You're going to come home crying. I got to go out there. And I take my little ass out there and fight them for you. But, yeah, I couldn't do that shit either. every time my sister would go outside, I'd be like, all right, today's going to be the day that she's going to come in and I'll have to go fight. What's his name? I'm going to have to go fight such his brother.
Mm-hmm. That's how it go, man.
Yeah, man. But nah, that's all I wanted to do, man. I just wanted to hop on there and give you like a different perspective as to why I felt that Tony did what he did.
Now, I mean, I agree, but I still think that there was some type of attraction with his sister, though, man. I think.
I remember the first time I saw Scarface, I was 8 years old, man, and I remember being mad that he died. I was like, "What? He wasn't supposed to die?" I was so salty, man. I was like, "But he was the good guy. He wasn't." My uncle was like, "Boy, ain't no fucking good guys."
None of them were good.
I was like,
none of them were good.
I was like, he the motherfucker I seen most of the movie, so that means he the good guy, right? You're like, man, it wasn't no good guys in this movie.
But that movie was loosely based on what was going on in Miami at that time.
Yeah. But when he sent the Bolivians, though, man, I was like,
that's the best scene. When they was in a bathtub.
Yup.
That was the best scene. Yeah, that was the best scene.
When you just saw him running across like all across through the lawns, I'm like, fuck. Damn. And he was so fucked up off that coke, he didn't even let Chi-Chi in, man. Chi-Chi was trying to get in the room, he didn't even let him in. I was like, damn. If he had let Chi-Chi in, he probably could have survived that.
Oh, you talking about the last shooting, or you talking about the hotel scene?
Not that last shooting. The hotel scene was with the Colombians. That was fucked up.
That was the best scene right there.
That was fucked up. Yeah.
Out of there, though. They made it out of there.
And really low key, Manny almost got him killed because Manny wasn't paying no attention because he was hollering at bros.
Yep.
Yeah.
He told him, look, if I don't come out in a half an hour, you come in. I think it might have been 15 minutes. He's like, you come in. They right over there off of South Beach. He trying to holler at bros over there on the sidewalk. He like, man, where the fuck is he at? Because they was about to do Tony dirty. He already had to look at his at Angel get done. So it was about to, yeah.
Scarface is a classic. I almost every time I think about a classic movie, like my favorite, I always forget to mention Scarface.
Scarface, that shit.
Scarface is a classic, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those was the Colombian. And he was getting pissed because I guess he didn't like doing business with the Colombians. They're like, where you from, Tony? What fucking difference does it matter where I'm from, man? Yeah, that was that shit, man. But they had real beef down there too. The Cubans and the Colombians, they had real beef in Miami at that time.
yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
That drug trade.
Hell yeah, because they was trying to. They looked at it like that the Colombians were trying to push the Cubans out, and they had more of a monopoly because at the time it was coming straight from Colombia. So if you dealt with the Colombians, you ain't had to deal with no middleman with the Cubans. So they was trying to push them completely out. Them motherfuckers. What was that truck that they had discovered? I saw that shit on Cocaine Cowboys. It was an armored truck. I think they call that shit the Glass House or something. They had all types of Max, motherfucking mini 14s, and it was bulletproof, where they can just stick it out a window and just start mowing shit down. They was they was wilding back there.
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna probably do that. I'm gonna do a review. Watch Cocaine Cowboys. You're gonna watch that.
That shit. That was my shit. That shit was hard. That shit was hard, man. Griselda Blanco was no joke.
It's good, Sherelle. Let me play this video. Let me play the rest of this video.
You keep saying that like that's gonna change anything.
It ain't changing nothing. It's the fact that y'all driven by sex and y'all
Again,
admitted yourself.
coming back to the argument, because you have a fantastic ability to go on wild tangents that have nothing to do with the original argument.
Which is?
See, I've even lost. You even helped me lose my fucking train of thought. Yapping about the other stuff. It was fuck. I just had it in my head. God damn it.
We're talking about. Oh man, I lost it too. You talk a lot, man.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Value and y'all having to build it up.
No, that's not. That's my point.
No,
It's like,
before that.
it was before that. Like, you just be going on tangents, bro. That's why I got to stop you, because like it's just like
No, because it's deep.
Listen.
no.
Sorry. Go
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'll be real here. You're old as fuck. Guys don't care what the fuck you think right now. Like,
I know
like
they
damn in the past,
That's because they functionally retarded. I expect that.
Well, but hey, listen, I won't lie to you. Like, you're old as fuck. Guys don't care what the fuck you think. So all you have to yeah.
Listen, I don't care what they think. I'm not here.
I'm saying your head's real.
Listen.
Your body's well. I mean, like, listen.
Baby, I know. Go ahead, throw the insult, baby.
Auntie. I'm just saying, as a nigga, right? Auntie. If I got you right now, guys don't give a fuck
Baby,
about what the fuck you think.
baby, I'm not here to get your validation. What you think? Just go
I mean,
check off.
I would rather go hot sauce than to fuck you.
What do it then? I mean, baby, you can do that 24 hours a day. I mean, y'all already, baby, y'all already addicted to porn. Y'all stick, hey, Charleston White said y'all to stick y'all shit in the gas tank, so it don't matter.
If you was on porn, you would solve that problem.
You in your feelings, lady? Y'all in your feelings? I understand, baby.
Just be on a porn website, you instantly are mad for it.
Baby, you can't even talk right. Come on, get your words out, baby.
You can't look right. Look right first, and then talk right.
Baby, how I look ain't got nothing to do with your sexual education,
The more
baby.
I listen to you, the more I drink.
That's a speech impediment. That's a speech impediment.
Hey, listen, you have a look impediment.
No.
Baby, move your tongue right. You got lazy tongue, baby.
Move your eyes right.
Put your head in your pants and jack it out, baby, while you're trying to talk.
Stand up, give me a twirl.
No, baby, you don't worth that. You ain't worth that. No,
That back and forth is hilarious.
Yo, I'm over here dying, yo. My nigga Chris is funny.
Yo, that's funny as fuck. Oh, that's funny as fuck, bro.
Yo, play the rest. Play the rest. It's almost over.
Yeah, and then I'm looking for real quick before I play the rest. I want to find another clip while she was up there.
There's one right there.
I want to find the official one. I mean,
Okay.
I know it's hard on you, baby. I understand.
I mean,
hey, man,
you got me hard.
you can't get yourself hard, baby. It's okay.
Hey, listen.
You got ED early. Ain't nobody tripping about that.
What the fuck?
You should know. Way in the water.
Yo, this is one of the best back and forth I've seen in the middle on the show, bro. This was amazing.
I love it.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was originally, but she goes out random.
Some kids are born bookworms. Others.
That was funny.
Yo, that was funny as fuck, bro. Oh man, that was funny as fuck, bro.
Oh man, the nigga Chris be going the fuck off.
Because see, all y'all.
That was funny. Oh, she was there 3 months.
So at what point though does
She was there 3 months ago. God damn. I want to go. I want to go find another clip. So 3 months ago, I gotta go back 3 months ago.
So when did she start blowing up, fighter? Because that wasn't that long that you had spoken.
I mean, I mean, before that, I was talking to her before that, but she like blew up. Like now, you know, it's real when she on you got people on Facebook constantly sharing her.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
oh,
true.
you know, when you got people that are not really even on YouTube like that, constantly sharing her, that's when you know, oh yeah, she's lit now. You know what it is? That video they did that like 3 months ago, and she just got lit now. Like I said, I want to say like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I've been seeing all these videos about her. I'm like, oh, I know her, and that's when I said, oh yeah, she probably not gonna have me on her show no more. Now she too busy for that. She blew up quick because the thing is, she's clever and she brings forward a conversation from a biological, scientific standpoint. You know that sparks your mind, sparks your brain. So yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to find. Okay, shitty advice. And they only had one clip of that. Trying to find another clip, bro. I think this one is. I think this.
You're not. Wait.
No, absolutely
I
not.
don't know. I'm asking.
Wait,
Are
hold
you?
on. What do you say?
Hell no.
Okay, I'm
If
asking
you are,
him, though,
she's
I'm
a
not
very
asking- No
docile.
offense.
She's a what?
Much love to
Docile,
you, but I want to know if
submissive.
you're in a relationship.
Yeah, I have multiple women, yeah.
Tail tucked
Okay, you have.
of a
Also, you're
woman.
like.
I got some main girls.
Okay,
Yep.
so you have your like. You have multiple girlfriends.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so did these multiple girls ask you to be their girl, like their boyfriend?
Well, we're not there at the moment, but I'm not going to ask.
I understand that, but then
You hear
do
that,
you
girl?
expect a woman to get down on one knee and propose to you?
No, girls do what they normally do. They say dumb shit like, "Where are we?"
Where's this
So
going,
you,
babe?
that's what you mean by
I've
when
had
you
so many guys
you're
ask me
saying you
that.
want a girl to ask, like you
That's a
don't
problem.
physically, well, not physically, but you don't want like a girl to be like, Myron, can you
Girls
please
rarely, if
be my
ever, do that.
boyfriend?
Girls aren't direct. They're not direct communicators.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm
they're
like,
gonna
how
say,
can you
"Where are we?
expect
Where do we
that?
stand?" Blah blah blah, and then that's when you can go ahead and have that conversation with her. Oh, you want to be elevated to like girlfriend? Oh, okay. Well, this is what it takes.
What are your requirements personally?
Yeah.
Myron,
Let's
I just want to know.
You could say
they
none
want to
yet.
know
Hold on.
too.
Yeah.
You wanna
They
put-
love you.
Hold on. You want to qualify?
No, thank you.
So then what you want to know?
I just want to know because I think that like the way that you think is like what this whole entire podcast is driven by. So I feel like not only me and not only all the other women at the table, but I feel like everyone who's watching wants to know what you require in a
Well,
girlfriend.
you can
We're
guess
very
how many times a girl's answered that same question on the show multiple nights.
Yeah, a million times.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't
But-
like watch religiously.
yeah,
I just
I don't like I don't like you know like what you think like that's a favorite word. That's not good. It's not good.
That's that Ice Spice lingo.
It's funny how you know what's funny?
Yeah.
She said,
Must be a
his girl
docile
must be
girl.
docile and feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah, all my girls are. I would never tolerate a masculine, obnoxious, abrasive woman. That's not attractive to me. I don't want to date myself.
Do
But
y'all even know what a relationship is? Because I'm listening to this and it's funny. Y'all know relationships are for bums. See, males, no, serious. Males' highest interest is sex.
Yep.
Y'all's
100%.
interest is emotion. You do realize if you supply your own needs, males will still chase you for sex, and they need relationships. Y'all don't need relationships. They need them. Y'all looking for clout. Y'all looking
No,
for
no,
males.
I want to be with somebody one day. I don't want to just like, I want a man. I will like submit to a man. If I find a real man who like meets all my requirements, I will like submit.
Y'all want males to be something that they're not. Y'all want males
No,
to
because
be
I still
emotional.
expect him to like do what he like. I still expect him to fuck other women. Like if he is making fucking millions,
That's how you
he's
want?
gonna go have sex with another girl.
Do
Like
you want him to give you money?
it's not
or-
what I
or emo-
want,
No,
but that's the reality
no,
of the
I'm talking about
situation.
in terms of relationships, do you want money or do you want emotion?
But that's how, like, you can have money and emotion, but you need to understand your man
Males
is
are
gonna
not
fuck
emotion-
another girl. He
males-
can give you money and emotion. He's still gonna have sex with another woman if he's like,
They're
if
not-
he has enough money. Yes, he is.
No.
I've been with plenty of them. Yes, he is.
The male is not gonna ever love you because the male is.
I like this.
I don't think the male.
I like this. She's keeping it real.
She
She
makes
said
some logical sense.
Word.
she said I've been with plenty of them. But look, you see Princella's approach is different because now she's speaking to a woman.
Yeah, and I don't think Princella believes a lot of the things she says.
What, or maybe she does, right?
I doubt it.
Maybe she does, because then why are women hopping on the bandwagon and happy that she's saying it? Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's what women that know that they'll never get what they want. That's what they have to lie to themselves to believe that in order to cope with not getting or not possibly qualifying for what they may want. I mean, that's what women do. Not all women, but certain women. They. You got certain women, like for instance, what we were just talking about, right, Fighter, about keeping it real with your homeboy. Men will be honest with their friends. A lot of women are not. They lie to their girlfriends and tell them whatever they want to hear to make them feel better. And Priscilla is bringing a certain perspective to make women feel better. Like if you already in a situation where you got 3 baby daddies and 4 children, you're not going to qualify for a man that is in a position where he's making, hundreds of thousands of dollars or, millions of dollars and those men are few and far in between anyway. But more than likely, you're not going to qualify for a lot of men. You have to, your options is very limited. So, and a lot of women are not willing to humble themselves and say, okay, even though my options are limited, I would rather get with who I can get and hope that he accepts me and my children. No, they still want that top quality person that they don't qualify for. So for them, it's either that or nothing. And if they realize they can't get what they want, they rather listen to Priscilla so they can cope with that. Because guess what? It makes a woman feel good knowing it's 100 or 200,000 other women like me that follow Priscilla as well. That's just like me. So I'm not alone in this.
Yeah. But every day they're finding new women who are more extreme with their thinking.
And you know what's messed up too? With women that think like that on that level of thinking and they're defeated mentally, those are the women that a person like Priscilla would, or even a Derek Jackson, will prey on. Give me your money. Like
Or,
like I was saying earlier.
or the fuck them. Because remember, and I made that earlier, I made that similitude when I was on the panel with that. Yo, she's basically Derek Jackson because she's telling you about the nigga that you should stay away from, but that's who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Who does she emulate? She emulates a man. Look at the way she behaves. But she says the man is evil. The man is incapable of love. Then I ask her, Princella, what about the men in your family? How was it with them? Oh, why does that matter? Oh, but you said men are incapable of love. So are the men in your family? And she goes around the question.
Yeah, because she's pushing the narrative.
Yeah.
She knows she's pushing the narrative. We feel everything,
But but
man.
but but listen, can I be mad at her because she's getting to the bag?
No, it's like that's what I was just saying earlier. When I was speaking with you, YouTube has become a business. She's recognizing that she has an audience of women that are you know downtrodden, traumatized, and made past mistakes that they can't, turn back from. And that's her audience that's going to get her money.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much, pretty much what it is. Me personally, I don't really watch. I don't watch Fresh and Fit. I think they lame. But like right now, a lot of these different podcasters have taken over Kevin Samuel's spot, and they're the voice of a lot of young men that have been told to, accept anything that women do, suck it up. You a man. You can't speak on this. You can't speak on that. And women have always had a platform to put you down. They can say you lame for not accepting whatever BS that they coming up with, or who hurt you, or all of this other shit. And now they're a lot of these men are putting out these podcasts, so it's making a lot of men think, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew it wasn't something that was wrong with me to that level. I knew we was in a fucked up ass dynamic. So now I have somebody voicing what I've been thinking for the last 10 years or so. And that's their audience that's supporting them, that they're getting paid off of.
Yeah. What's good, Sherelle? Yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna go back to the video, and then I want Sherelle to give her input on the clip we're gonna play next.
I was incapable of love.
Yeah.
I don't think they're completely incapable.
I think men love really hard.
Oh no, they don't. No, they don't.
They
See, I have a
do.
book called The 41 Shades of Men, and I have a book called The 5 Components of Love. And I teach women how to be queens. And the one thing y'all chasing men for, the reason why you never get it, is because they can't
But a
give it.
queen's not a queen without a king. It's a king.
we need each other.
Are you sure about
It's
that?
a king and a queen.
Are you sure about that?
It's a king and
Are
a
you sure about that?
queen.
Because the ants. I mean, because we talk of science, we talk of logic, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there is no such thing as a king ant. The ant colony is run by women. There is no such thing as a king bee. So you can't say that because the facts of nature show otherwise. See,
But what about a lion? A lion.
Yeah, lion.
But Auntie, we are insects.
No.
I mean, I'm also religious, and I feel like our originating story is like Adam and Eve. It's not like Eve, and it wasn't like Eve.
See, like here's the thing.
Adam.
So look,
It's both.
like I get what you're saying. You want women to be empowered and to be able to deal without men, and men don't love and all this other stuff. And I get it, but you got to understand that that's a strategy that's going to leave a lot of women miserable.
Oh, it's only going to leave them miserable because they're deficient. They're codependent, and they think that they can get their needs met by males, but they can't. And so what they'll do is get their energy sucked dry as young women, and then when they hit my age, when we hit the wall, and winter comes, when winter comes, then they'll get back on here, and y'all will tell them, hey, y'all should have chose better.
Yep.
So the reason why they can't choose better because they don't choose themselves. They choose y'all, and they shouldn't be choosing y'all. But
I disagree, because the thing is that for all of human evolution, we've always been better together than apart. Like what the thing is that you don't understand, right? You're able to say the things that you're saying now because you enjoy the modern conveniences that men have built up, where you can be by yourself.
What men? Because I read your book, and all
Men
of the
created society.
Wait a minute. What men? Because the men that you named in the book didn't look like you. Elon Musk. You mentioned Elon Musk. All of these white males. Why didn't you mention any black males in your book?
MLK.
You didn't. No. He didn't mention that. I read your book, Myron.
Okay.
So none of the males that you mentioned that built the world look like y'all. So
See, here's the thing. Have dicks, though. We're not making this a race thing. We're making this a gender thing. And what I'm saying is that men built up the world. Period.
It's only black males out
I don't know why
trying.
you're deflecting here, trying to make it like a black and white thing. It's not a black and white thing.
But it's y'all
But that's
asking
irrelevant.
for
She's
submission.
trying to no, stop. We're not going to go down that road because the thing is that we're not going to make this a black or white thing, because that's not what the conversation is about.
But it's y'all asking
You're trying
for
to make
submission.
you're trying to make it a racial thing, and it's not a racial thing.
But it's
I'm
y'all
simply
asking
saying
for submission,
men
Myron.
built up the world.
But what men? Because y'all also talk about white supremacy too. And that
what?
Y'all also males, no, the black males also talk about being oppressed by the males that y'all say built the world. That's the bottom line.
Okay. Who ever said that on this podcast?
Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you making this a race podcast all of a sudden? Like, no one cares about race. I'm simply saying, because you're trying to say here, let's go back all the way here, because you're going on a tangent.
Yeah, okay.
You're saying, oh, you're dependent upon men. You need to be able to be by yourself. and be a queen, blah blah blah. All I'm saying, the thing is that strategy that you're telling women to employ is going to leave them sad, alone, and depressed because.
See, now I want Sherelle to go after this. This is what I hate. When they have dating conversations, and a lot of times I'm in a black space. So yeah, obviously they're gonna speak things that reflects, I guess, what's going on in their community. Um, but the issue is that this is not just a black issue, right? Black people are 13% of the population in America, according to the statistics. So then, according to the world, what percentage of the population are they? Not even 1%. So I hate when we're having these conversations.
Who you talking about? Black people?
Yes, in
I
general,
think
yeah. When
I
we're
think
speaking
black
on
people are like 17% of the world's population, if I'm
no,
not
no, 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 no,
mistaken.
no, 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 no. No, hold on. When we on a black American panel, they're not speaking about what's going on in Africa. They're talking about black American. Can I?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Right? So then, when we having these general conversations, Sherelle, I could barely hear you, Sherelle. So
I said, what are Dominicans, like 0.2% of the population, world population?
see, like look, it went over your head because when I was speaking in general.
I
So
get what you're saying, fight. I get what you're
right.
saying.
So
I got a question. Can I
so
ask you
I
a
don't want to.
question?
Hold on. Let me finish first what I said, because. So the thing is, right? I don't like that because now we're minimizing. Like, we're gonna neglect 99% of the rest of the world's population. Like,
Right.
they don't go through relationship issues.
Right. Well, you know what she did,
Coming
fighter.
to
She was
class.
losing, so she did that.
Yeah. Right. All right. Well, go ahead, Sherelle.
Did you tell Priscilla to come to Aaron's show earlier?
Why would that matter? And
I'm
I don't
asking
know
you a question.
why would that matter.
I'm asking a question.
Maybe I did.
Why? What's the big deal about it?
What?
Because she showed up, and I'm pretty sure the only person that has contact with her that was on the panel was you. You're the common denominator for her to just pop up on the show.
What you mean? What you mean? What's the big deal?
For you to answer the question.
What question?
If you was the one who told her to come over there by the stream.
No, I said, why does it matter if it was me? It maybe not.
Because I mean, it's a follow up if it was you.
All right, I'm gonna say no.
Okay then.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. It wasn't me. I could be lying, or I could be telling the truth.
It doesn't even matter at this point.
It,
I'ma just
it,
believe it's no.
exactly. So, yeah, I mean, to me,
You're like really stupid. Or you're a really
that's a
dumb
big
person.
issue right there. This is a big issue right there, right? Now, if you want to speak directly to the dynamic of what's going on with Black Americans, yeah, I can see that. I don't
Byron
think,
isn't black.
but I don't think that it's only happening to Black Americans, man. Like, for real. Like,
You're
No,
obsessed with
it's
black Americans, fighter.
go ahead, Rakim.
no, it's not. Before it was a black manosphere. The manosphere was the white. I mean, that was talking about relationships within their community and what was going on and how feminism destroyed their community. Hell, like people was talking about the passport bros. The biggest passport bros been white men that's been going to Thailand and the Philippines and
Right.
other parts of the Caribbean for God knows how long.
Yeah, correct.
So,
Yeah, so
no,
I think Black Americans are
Why
doing
don't feel like I'm in
themselves
class?
a disservice when they
Can I ask a
mention.
question?
Wait, hold on. I think Black Americans are doing themselves a disservice when they exclude when they only make the conversation about Black people. I think that they're doing it themselves a disservice.
the fact that race plays a
Why are you
different dynamic within our community and what has historically transpired. with between us. So a lot of the times we just kind of just focused on our community and we just leave everybody else to, you know.
No, let me tell you why, right? Because earlier somebody said, "Oh, only." They said only black people care about celebrity relationships and gossip. That's
That's
incorrect.
not true.
That's a lie.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. That's a disservice to your people when you say comments like that because it's not true. Because 99 everyone isn't worried about economics. Everyone isn't about moving up in the social economical ladder. Most people are content with the position that they're in.
Most
They're
white
not.
people are overweight with no teeth in their mouth.
But
So
you know
There
what
are
that
people
comes from
that
though,
like the
fighter?
average American white person is like overweight with no teeth in their mouth, literally.
I mean, you know what
And
y'all
but
y'all, y'all
people
know where
think
that
that
comes
the
from.
average white person is like the motherfuckers they see on TV, like Jersey Shore and shit like that, and the people that's in New York. But it's like if you go to Wyoming, if you're in South Dakota, North Dakota, where the average American is in rural areas, all the time they all work at McDonald's, they all work at the dollar stores, they're in Walmart. Like those people are employed, they work regular ass jobs, they do not make a lot of money. Their median income is not that higher than black people, even though they're 70% of the fucking country. And compared to our 13%, their money, they don't make that. Black men still are the second highest millionaires in the country. Like people just people just go off like bad statistics. Because
No, you
the average white person in this country is not some Beverly Hills baddie.
no,
Like
you know
that's
what it
not
is,
true.
Sherelle? You know what it is? A lot of us, the people that say shit like that, don't really be. They not around any other groups, any other community.
They don't go
But
anywhere. Like I'm
they
in
don't go
places. I
anywhere.
like today I walked into a store and I didn't feel safe because I knew when I walked into that store that nobody in that store had ever actually seen a black person in their life.
Like a lot of the times,
And
it's because of people. We just going off of what's been seen. You get what I'm saying, fighter? We just going off of what's been projected to us based off of the media and different things like that. You know, when you was growing up, fighter. When I was growing up, and I'm pretty sure when Sherelle was growing up, we all watched television. What do we think? Oh man, white people got money because those was the images that was
facts.
fed to us. Even when you think of a nigga that is leaving the ghetto, he like, man, I'm tired of robbing other black people. We're gonna start making our way to the suburbs. Why would he think that? Why would he start making his way to the suburbs to rob these people? Why? Because his whole life, the image of white people that's been projected in his mind is white people have money. So he don't know any white people personally. He's never been around them. But as far as all of the images that he's ever seen of white people, they were people that was well to do, living comfortably, making money. Like what you were saying,
Which is
Sherelle, is
like not
accurate.
true. Like
Yeah, I
it's like
know,
so
but
not true. Like me and Jonathan was just talking about this. Like literally just come to Wyoming. Wyoming population of black people is less than 10%. You're not gonna see a black person here. You're gonna see the majority of white people and they look like they inbred. They don't
yeah,
have teeth
but
in their mouth. They don't look like they wash their hair. Have you ever been to, which is a problem because people would like to say that poverty creates crime in the country and poverty does not create crime because like white people are impoverished. You can go into white neighborhoods and their houses are falling apart, but they're not doing crime at the rate that black people are doing crime at because in the areas where black people are doing crime the most, it's because people have learned how to monetize it. We monetize our pain, we monetize our crime, we monetize gang
yeah,
culture. And people that rap don't want to take the responsibility that them creating a culture like that is destroying the community because it's not actual poverty that's creating the crime. It's the fact that we made gang banging and killing people cool.
now, I can say that, but I would say another thing is it's,
Like that shit makes us fucking
it's
poor,
the
or if
combination.
not poorer. Because I think, matter of fact, I would make the case
All
that
right,
white people are poorer
let me get to the
than
point. Let
black
me get to the
people.
point. Let me get to the point.
Black,
Real quick, let me get to
because
a point. I think it's the combination of poverty and it's a big city, the dense
absolutely,
population. It's a dense
absolutely.
population because if you have a city, yeah, it's majority poor white people, but their nearest neighbor lives a quarter mile away. I mean, not much
Well,
activities gonna
if
happen.
it's a small town and everybody know each other,
No,
Right.
that's
yeah.
different. And a lot of them are killing over from the opioids and domestic violence and all
Yeah.
types of stuff that happen. It's a
Yeah,
lot
but
of
they're just like
dysfunction.
not gang and banging.
Well,
But
if
another
you
thing
put
is
if they
like
would have,
also wait,
well,
also
it is a lot of
Spider,
white people that
black people
gang
are
bang now.
obsessed with them. Black people are obsessed with themselves. I can tell you that in America, being a
No,
black American, the only person experience that matters to black Americans are pretty much black Americans. But that's kind of like an American thing, where the same way with this girl, this lady that's in jail because she yelled at so because like Americans are born with the American entitlement of I can do whatever the fuck I want because I live in a free country, right? So yeah, black people cannot sit. You cannot sit a group of black people down and then ask them what is the Latino issue? What's the top 10 Latino issues that's facing them in the community? Them niggas is gonna say y'all immigrating and y'all don't make a lot of money because y'all illegal. That's all they're gonna say. They don't know anything else about your culture. They don't study your culture and they don't care about it. If you ask the general population, general group of black people, what are the top 10 issues in the white community? They're not gonna know a damn thing. They're gonna be like, them niggas just privileged and they're just lazy. I don't know why. How the fuck you waste that good white skin? That's what they're gonna say because black people really generally only care about their own issues. The problem is every other people cares about the black people issue because you can sit a group of white people down and say, what's the
no,
top 10 things facing the black community?
that's
And
not
they gonna
true.
rip them bitches off. You can ask the Latinos, what's the top 10 things? What 10 things bothering the black community? Y'all gonna rip them off. I don't know
No,
the
that's
top 10
not
things
true.
that's wrong with the Dominican community. I promise you I don't.
The
That's
reason
true.
why we don't know anything about
That's
anybody
so
else's
true.
community because
I never see
everybody's been ostracized
because we've been
in
what?
their own community. Like if you go to Chinatown and ask them about black people, they not gonna give a fuck about us either. That's because
Shit,
everybody was
the Chinese
ostracized.
community could rip off. The Chinese people know us so well that them motherfuckers learn how to cook soul food. Trust me. Chinese people know black people.
The
They
average
know how to
Chinese
talk to
person is
us.
not
They
thinking about
yes, the
black
average
people.
Chinese they all service us.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
all
like if you
service
want to say
us. They
beauty
have to learn
salon,
us.
yeah, if you want to talk about for monetization,
But that's
yes, but for
yeah,
the
because
most
that's the
part,
majority of things that they do. The majority of things
I
that they
mean, but
do
for the most part,
is
black
goods
people
and
have been,
services for black people.
of course, black people are only going to be talking about themselves because we live in an area where it's nothing but us. And we've been excluded in a lot of these areas historically.
But
We've
even
been
if we
placed in
didn't
certain
live in an
sections of the
area
city.
that was excluded for us,
You say what?
we wouldn't care about other people as much as they care about us.
If we was more in, if we were more interactive with people in business, or we was
To be
exchanging
honest,
money with each other, and our kids were
but think about this.
on the same level as far as
No,
education, and we was in diverse schools,
no. Think about this.
it'd be different. We would know.
Latinos, white people, I don't think white people also don't care about Latinos in that way. I don't think that the average white, I don't think you can get a group of white people and they could name off the top 10 issues
That's
with the
because they in
Latino
their own
community.
areas.
They're all
They in
gonna
their
say
own
illegal
areas.
yeah, but they can count off the top 10 issues facing the black community. Everybody can tell you what's wrong with the black community. The black community can't tell you what's wrong with none of their communities, and the rest of them can't tell you what's the whites are not going to talk about the Asians. They only got one thing to say about the Latinos, which is everybody says about the Latinos is they don't need to be here. They're illegal. They're immigrants. We don't want them here. That's the only thing that they're going to say about Latinos. Other than that, they don't have no issues for them.
Well,
Like
Sherelle, why do people
the
know
fact
us so
that
well
Fighter
and
has
we
a
don't know anybody
platform
else?
and he is not a black American, but he only talks he I'm not gonna say predominantly because he talks about his Hispanic stuff. But the fact that Fighter literally talks about black issues all the time is weird as fuck because I don't find an equivalent of a black American only ever talking about Dominican issues. That doesn't happen.
That's true.
That's weird. You're never gonna find a black American that talks about Dominican issues as much as Fighter talks about black issues. That's weird as hell.
Yeah, only if they're talking about passport going to DR. That's it.
It's weird.
Besides that,
Yeah, well,
yeah,
another
Yeah, that's
thing.
weird.
Well, another thing to what to add to what Sherelle, the reason why, well, this up until recently, this country we was the largest minority up until recently, and we have been exploited for media propaganda. So a
We
lot of
literally
white
still
people and
are the
all of these
largest
people.
minority because they just grouped the Latinos together. But as we've learned on Fighters Channel, them motherfuckers don't not even like each other. So we've all grouped all the Mexicans and the Dominicans, and we just called them Latino, and we grouped them together. So now they're the larger minority. But guess what? Call a Dominican a Mexican and watch how offended they get. Call a Puerto Rican Dominican and watch how offended they get. They're not a combined group. They're a group where people don't want to break them down and define them. So they say all y'all niggas speak Spanish, all y'all niggas is the same, which is actually
And well, and that's another thing too, and another thing about that
You're breaking up,
situation.
Sherelle. You're breaking up.
but America doesn't care. That's what I'm talking.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Well, and another thing, I know Fighter grew up around black people
I mean,
in his
that's
areas and all of that.
that's a component, right? Because when if you're in America, it's gonna be black or white, right? So
Well, a lot of people get pushed into the black areas. That's there ain't no question about that. Most
so
people
if you're
get
in
pushed.
America, you're gonna know what a black person is, and you're gonna know what a white person is. You're gonna know, right?
But as far as that, like the reason why everybody else knows our issues is because we've been exploited by the media. The media shows black criminality on television every single day. Like even with that new song "Tried Us in the New Town," them white people been watching the news and Fox News for so goddamn long, armed with AR-15s in the middle of the fucking boondocks. They can't wait
But
to shoot a black person.
but another
Am I
reason
back?
why
Am I back?
yeah. Yes. The other reason we know is because black people have a voice. We know what the problem is because they voice it and we hear
Black
it.
people, black Americans are the most popular people on the entire planet. There is no more influential,
I
culturized,
gotta
that's
agree.
popular, that's more than black Americans. There is none. And I mean when you can go across the world and there are fucking little Japanese kids in Asia doing hip hop, trust and believe the most popular people in the entire world are black Americans. So even when we're just this little 1%, which means that we're 1% of the population of the world, then y'all are like 0.2%, because it's like 8 million of y'all total. It's like 48 million of us.
But and I would say is that that advantage is this is America, right? You live in the United States, so if you could
We're
blow
the
up
most
here, listen,
talented, we're the most influential. Like,
yeah, I mean,
yeah, but
yes, you
what the
can
white
argue,
people
yeah,
think about it, but they're not.
you can argue that. You can argue that, yes, but this is what I'm saying.
And it's more of them.
In America, listen, if you could do well in America, if you do well in America, you're gonna blow up.
That's true.
If you could do well in America, you're gonna blow up.
But America's not our privilege. America's not our privilege. Like we don't like America's your privilege. Your mother,
Yeah, but
your mother decided to have you here for your privilege. America is not the black Americans' privilege. This is something we built. This
okay,
is something we created. Because
well,
you're saying that like
it's
we're lucky to
it's a
be in America, but no, because listen, fighter,
no
you
every
say that as if
whoever is in America is lucky to be in America. Whoever's here.
you're saying that as if
Nah,
no, you're saying that as if
I
black
disagree
Americans
with that.
are we just hit the luck. No, nigga, we wasn't lucky when we got here. We built what the fuck you would think lucky is now. Our
Me,
ancestors built what you consider
not
luck,
just not
but we
just that,
wasn't lucky
Sherelle.
when we got here.
No, not
Now
just that, Sherelle.
that's
I'm gonna add
bullshit.
on to
Don't
that
say
real
that.
quick.
Don't say because we built
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So what do
Just
you?
because you're lucky because you're lucky because you get the
Where do you prefer to
why are
be?
you talking?
Where do you prefer to be? Where do you prefer to be? Africa?
It doesn't
Do you
matter.
prefer to be in
The
Africa?
point is you
All right.
benefit from something your
Every
ancestors did not
no.
build. You're
Everybody, hold on.
lucky.
Everybody that's here.
I'm
Everybody.
deserving.
White people. White people. White people. They're here.
No,
They're lucky. They're here.
no,
They're lucky.
no,
They're here.
no.
They're lucky. They're
They're
not
not
in
lucky.
Russia. They're lucky. No, they're
Deserving.
lucky. They're lucky. They're not in
There are people
Ukraine.
that are people
They're lucky.
that are
Okay.
here that are
Uh huh.
deserving, and there are people here that are lucky. You're lucky. I'm deserving.
Well,
I deserve to reap the
what do
benefits of
you?
America because
Why?
my
Why?
people put in the work to make America what it is.
What you mean that they put in the work?
I'm not.
How does this?
No.
How does the society work? How
All right,
does
How does
all right.
society work?
Hey, y'all, let's not turn this into a race thing.
No. We have to be honest, right?
Because you're lucky and I'm deserving. You're saying because y'all say that like, oh, Black Americans are the most popular only because they're lucky enough to be in America, as if we was lucky when we got here.
Okay, all right, okay.
Because that disrespects
Okay.
everything that Black people have built to become who the fuck
Okay,
we are.
all right,
The
all
fact
right.
that we've overcame and went through what we went through and made ourselves who the fuck we are and built this country.
Okay.
And built this country right along with anybody else that was in it. We didn't slack. My ancestors didn't slack.
We definitely did.
Our ancestors didn't slack.
Okay. Did white people? Okay. So what? The white people. All right. The white people do anything for America? No, right?
Yes. There's white people in this country. Foundational white Americans who pilgrims came over here. The indentured servants who came over here.
Yes. Okay.
Hell yes,
So who?
their ancestors deserve
So
to be in
who? Okay.
America,
So who's
and
more
they built
responsible?
too.
Who's more responsible for why America's great?
The original white people and the original Black people of America.
No,
The
that's not.
the natives are not.
You
What did the
added.
natives do besides
You,
get killed? They did not build the infrastructure. This is the white man thinking of the infrastructure to build, along with Black people thinking of the infrastructure to build, and Black people building the infrastructure of what America is today. Those
okay.
two groups of people, yes,
Okay.
hell yeah, they're responsible for America. They're responsible for America, but that's not the majority of people that's in America now. The majority of people that's in America is niggas that hopped on a boat and got lucky because they came here after everybody else had to clean shit up and build shit up. And then you got an income of Asian
Isn't that what made America great? Isn't that what made America great? The diversity, because before the diversity, I mean, America needed bodies. They needed workers. They needed. There was a booming industry. Why did people?
What made America great?
Was
not
what?
Not that. What made America great was the people in America fighting for their freedom, making America a free land, making America its free land and removing itself from England.
Okay.
All of that, like that's what made America great. The fact that we have freedom here, freedom of speech, the fact that we have a democracy, that's what made America great.
Okay. So all right.
If we never do that, then nothing ever comes. Slavery is never abolished. That's why it's stupid for people to say that they don't support the 4th of July, but they'll support June 10th. Because guess what? If the 4th of July never happens, June 10th never happens. If we don't get our independence from them, then we don't get to set our own laws and look at to say that the Black people in this country deserve to be free, even though that wasn't the reason why. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot. I was gonna say something. I forgot.
Which means, guess what? If the Black people in America don't become free, then dark-skinned niggas like you can't come from Dominican Republic and think that you can just live here and be lucky. All of that shit has to happen.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Say that with that last one.
If we don't get our independence in America and our freedom, then Black slaves in America don't get to be free. And niggas like dark-skinned niggas like you can't come from other countries and then still have an American privilege. All of that had to happen for you to be able to come to the country and be
who was the first immigrant of New York? And who was the first immigrant of New York?
I don't know.
He was a Dominican guy.
Exactly.
Was he a dark-skinned Dominican guy?
Yes.
And he was free doing what? Slavery?
A free Black man, yes, from Dominican Republic. Juan Rodriguez.
Okay.
Yes.
That's one.
That's one. No. He's famous because he was the first.
It was never abolished because he was the first. If it was never about, they had free black people during slavery. They had black people who owned slaves,
But
but it was a minority.
it's one component that we're missing with that.
I'm not talking about that. That was an immigrant. What I'm talking about is you are naturalized. You're a naturalized American because somebody just came over here and birthed you.
No.
Immigration wouldn't be the way that it is without black
I'm
people
not.
being free. Are you crazy?
You said say that what? Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
If black people was never free, the way that immigration works, the way that people could just come here and have kids and then anchor their kids to the country, that shit wouldn't work. That shit would not be an influx like it is. It wouldn't be like black niggas, dark skinned black niggas like you wouldn't be able to have the freedoms that you have in America like that. If it wasn't for what happened for black people being free, that wouldn't happen. Why you can't acknowledge that?
No, because because you can't say in one point black people are oppressed and they're treated like less than. Then also say
who the fuck said that black people was oppressed and they're treated like less than? When did that ever come out my mouth?
oh they're not okay.
I have never called my people.
Oh, okay, so they're not. Okay,
I'm the main. Come on now, you know I'm a part of Anti's. No, the Victim Olympics shit. What are you talking about? I've never looked at my people as victims because I know that we're victors. I know that we overcame everything that we ever faced. Now we just be acting fucking stupid and doing dumb shit, which is disrespectful to our ancestors. But I've never looked at my people as victims. I've always looked at them as victors. What are you talking about?
All right. So
I'll say black people.
Hold on. So Mexican. So Mexican people, they're not here because of the proximity. They're not here because of the proximity, how close it is. That's not why they're here in numbers. They wasn't Texas, California. That was their territory before.
You're talking about them here being illegal. I'm talking about them being able to be natural. I'm talking about them being able to come here, have a baby, and because that baby is born, that baby is an American. That would not be okay.
But this is the thing, right? Because you're talking about what the Pilgrims. There were black people in America here before the English came here, right? The Spanish brought black people here first before the English people brought black people here.
There was black people here anyway.
No.
Nah, I disagree with that.
No, that's your problem.
Yes,
no.
There was.
No.
Yes, there was. So black people didn't travel before the Spanish.
But see, here's the thing we gotta say with that, Sherelle.
Black people didn't travel before Spanish people.
They didn't come in no large numbers. If a few made it off the coast of West Africa and traded, then that was just that few. That's kind of like the equivalent to what you were saying with Fighter, with the one Dominican guy that migrated to New York. That was just a few.
Right, it was that one guy. Right, it was that one guy. So you can't tell me if there was so many black people here, it would have been recognizable somewhere. Yeah, get used to it. People migrate.
And this is my thing. What is that one thing have to do with it? Are you that you're lucky to be here and I'm deserving to be here? That's what you're trying to debunk?
Wait. Say that one more. No, whoever, listen, no. I say who's ever in America.
You're lucky.
Whatever. If that's what you want to call it.
Just lucky to be here. No, we're not fucking lucky to be here.
Okay.
How the fuck we lucky when we made everything
everyone is lucky to be here.
No,
everyone is lucky.
You're lucky.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You're lucky. You're lucky. No, you don't deserve. You didn't do shit. What you do?
No, I'm deserving.
What did you do?
I'm deserving.
What did you do?
I'm deserving. I was born.
What did you do?
Born.
What did you do?
I was born.
I was born here too. I was born here too.
I was born.
Well, I'm gonna add to what Sherelle was saying real quick.
I was born here. I was born here too.
Look how you was born here too.
I was born here too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You know you're lucky.
It doesn't matter.
You know you're lucky.
Okay. If I'm lucky, then don't get mad at me. Get mad at the person. Then they're mad at the person. No. You're lucky that you're born here. You're lucky that
you're lucky. Where would have been born at? 12 generations. 12
Africa.
generations of my family being here. Where the
Africa.
fuck else was I gonna be born at?
Africa. You would have been in Africa.
No, I
You would have
wouldn't.
been.
We've been here since the 1600s. That's a
You would have been.
long time.
Bro, like,
You would
bro,
have.
I
You would have been in Zimbabwe. You would have been in Zimbabwe.
I literally am
You would have
native
been
to
in
this
Zimbabwe.
country.
You would have
Here's
been.
the thing:
You would have been in
I'm
Zimbabwe.
literally native.
Zimbabwe wouldn't have been that bad if they had colonized it. It
We literally
wouldn't
have
be
a
bad to
quilt.
be there.
We literally have a 12 generational quilt with 12 patches. Okay?
I'm gonna
12
say this.
patches,
I'm
12
gonna say this.
generations in this country.
You're not for nothing. Nobody give. Not for nothing. No, you're not for nothing. Nobody give a fuck. Nobody give a fuck about that
If your
quote.
mama would have went in labor in DR, you would have never made it here. Like, where else would
Well,
I been? Nigga, my daddy's
okay,
from here. His
okay.
daddy's from here.
Who's
His daddy's from here. His
okay,
daddy's
okay,
from here.
okay,
His daddy's from.
okay,
Nigga, where else would I would have been made at?
okay, okay,
10,
okay.
10,
All right.
10 generations ago, I still would have been here.
Okay.
10
all right.
generations ago, your
Okay.
ass would have not been here. You would have been from fucking Zimbabwe.
Okay. What happened? What happened with the intervention that the United States did in Dominican Republic and Haiti, and then that propelled something. They opened the door for something when the United States went to Dominican Republic. They opened the door for something. Look that up. Look that up when they went to Dominican Republic, and there was an influx of immigrants that came here.
What years was those?
Look it up.
That shit. I'm not looking
Look
that
it up.
thing up because it's irrelevant.
Exactly.
I don't care about your history. The point is,
Then
you care about
then
mine.
exactly.
I don't care about your history. I'm definitely one of those black people who do not care about me knowing Dominican history would not do anything for my life ever. It would not progress me in life ever. You keep studying black history, nigga.
Well, I studied. Well, this, no, well, this is the issue. No, that's well, guess what? You should. Well, you get to that. It was the first. It was the first. It was the first. It was the first university. It was the first university. It was the first university of America. It was the first university. No, I didn't. Fuck that shit. The first university. The first university. The first university. No, I didn't. The first university of Americas was in Dominican Republic. So that's your problem. You didn't even know that. The first hospital of the Americas was the first society. The first society. The first society.
Okay, y'all was the first people to get found. You act like they didn't have people over here when y'all was getting conquered, nigga.
When the Spanish.
You do know they had people over here while y'all was getting conquered, right?
So what did the Spanish do in Florida?
If you the first house on the block,
what did the Spanish do in Florida?
You and everybody
what did the Spanish do in Florida? You never robbed nobody. Let's not talk about robbing. You never robbed nobody, so let's not talk about robbing. You never robbed nobody. You too soft to rob people. You too soft to rob people. You never did no. You never robbed nobody. You never robbed nobody. You never robbed nobody. You mad Dominicans running. You mad Dominicans up in here. Dominicans up in here. Dominicans. Emma Marie Laveau. Emma Marie Laveau. Who cares? Emma Marie Laveau is Dominican, nigga. Marie Laveau is Dominican, nigga. Yes, yes, nigga. Marie Laveau's Dominican. Marie Laveau. Voodoo. Marie Voodoo. Yeah, I mean they call Creole. It is a lot. Creole just means mixed, bro. That's all it means. It means mixed. Get over it.
And black.
Yeah, get over it. Get over it. People move. People move. You don't know that. You don't know what Dominican is.
Over it. You're lucky, not deserving.
You don't know what Dominican. You're lucky. You're alive. You're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky. And get what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What the baby gonna do? What the baby gonna do? Mwah, mwah, mwah. What the baby gonna do? Mwah, 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 mwah. What the baby gonna do? 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 Mwah, mwah, mwah. What the baby gonna? What the baby gonna do?
I was gonna speak on what you were saying, like as far as
let me tell you this. Nothing benefited 1965, more than to the Asians. It mostly benefited the Asians. That's who it really benefited, not
But
Hispanic.
it opened up the doors for everybody else, though.
No, okay, but when you look it up, it mostly benefited Asians. You have to look that up.
Yeah, no, but that's
That's
because there was a lot of Asians already here
The
too,
Asians,
as
the
well.
Asians, the Asians know how to have first generation Americans. Okay, they do first generation Americans well. Okay, the Asians are giving us fucking doctors, nigga. The Asians are giving us niggas that's in laboratories coming up with cures for cancer, nigga. The Asians are giving us motherfucking engineers, nigga. Go look at the stats. What the fuck are the Latinos giving us? Y'all ain't giving us shit but maids, nigga, and niggas that do crime like you.
You know, amazing.
Whoa,
They know how to. They know how to do. They know how to do first generation American
Yo,
well.
you know what we're doing? Maids
I'm not.
hold on. And you know what we started? We so cracked the black people up in Harlem. Yeah, don't forget that. Sold a lot of crack to black people in Harlem.
Smoking it too, and y'all was smoking it too, and that's why
Nope.
y'all build houses for crack.
Nope.
Nigga, y'all on just as much crack.
Nope.
You keep forgetting. You keep forgetting that your country is like the pussy selling capital of the world. Stop acting like you come from greatness, nigga.
You's crazy. Yo,
Nigga, your country, the most famous
yo,
thing that your country is from
listen,
is selling pussy.
listen. America's supposed to be the greatest
Where
country
are
in
your
the world.
doctors?
Where
Listen,
are your doctors? America is supposed to be the country.
Where are your doctors?
America's supposed to be the number one country in the world.
Influx of Dominican doctors
America's supposed to be the number one country in the world, and New Orleans is the shithole of America.
It's not.
It's a fucking zombie land.
New Orleans is one of the richest cities in America.
It's a zombie
You've
land.
never been there. How
It's
are
a
you gonna
zombie
talk
land.
about where you never
It's a
been
zombie.
there?
It's a zombie land.
America literally has more money than your country.
It looks like a zombie
New
land.
Orleans has more money than your country.
It looks like a zombie land, bro. It looks like a
State
zombie
has
land.
more money than your entire country.
My state. Now she owns a state, bro.
First of all,
She owns
let's
a
get this
state, yo.
together. New Orleans
She owns a
is
state.
beautiful. New Orleans is always top 5 for tourists. What are you talking about? Our
Nobody
historical
gives a fuck about New Orleans.
New Orleans lit. New Orleans lit.
But nobody gives a fuck about New Orleans. Niggas rather go to Miami. Niggas rather go to Miami.
You can't Google right now.
Niggas rather go to Miami. Niggas rather go to Miami. You heard? Niggas rather go to Miami. You heard?
I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front.
Niggas rather go to Miami.
Hey, Sherelle. Hey, Sherelle. You know, hey, Sherelle, I ain't gonna front. We grew up on New Orleans music up north, so I gotta give it up to
that gay Boosie music.
Nah, bounce music.
That gay music. Niggas was twerking, bro. Niggas was twerking. The niggas be twerking, man. The niggas be twerking. The niggas be twerking.
New Orleans is always gonna be a top place to visit.
Them niggas be twerking.
We got things popping, baby. We just Essence just cut up.
Them niggas be
Essence just cut
twerking. New Orleans is shit.
Makes billions of dollars.
Yo,
millions of dollars.
Yo,
New Orleans.
What are you talking about?
Hey, here's one thing you gotta admit though, fighter. If it wasn't for New Orleans jazz, it wouldn't be New York hip hop.
Yo,
we created jazz.
Listen, top 5. Listen, every year top 5.
We have the best food in the world.
5. Listen, no, you don't. 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 No, you don't.
Go look at the list. We're on
wow,
the list,
top
baby.
5 in America. Wow, top 5. Nigga, you always the top 5
cities, nigga. Do you know how many cities they have in America?
Top 5 worst cities to fucking live in too.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah. Oh, you forget about that part. Shut the fuck up.
No, it's
Shut
not.
the fuck up.
It's just
Shut
the
the
number 1
fuck
murder
up.
capital.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Oh yeah. That's something to brag about, huh? Oh yeah. Let's
nigga,
move
your
to
country has femicide. Are you crazy?
Let's move.
I want to know. I don't want to talk to you until Latinos start producing better first generation.
Hold on. Isn't the dumbest? Hold on. Isn't the dumbest? The dumbest state. 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 The dumbest state.
Shout out bunch of the
in
fucking
America
Asians for
is
coming here and be
Louisiana.
doctors and shit.
Louisiana
It's
is the dumbest
Mississippi.
state in
Brrr, it's
America.
Mississippi and Alabama.
Louisiana is the
Brrr,
dumbest state in America. Louisiana is the
from New
dumbest state
Orleans.
in America. Oh, now she's not from the state no more.
And now guess what? I got a degree. You from New York. Y'all
Oh,
from you the smartest one.
I got a degree. 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 Yo,
calling somebody dumb like you smart.
Rakim, you ever seen so you never seen dumb people graduate in college? You never seen no?
I literally graduated from.
All right.
I literally graduated from the number one school in my city.
Just
What are you talking about?
Just second.
Right, come on now, bro.
Just second. I got a college degree. I got a college degree.
I've seen dumb people get pushed through.
I seen a lot.
Nigga.
I seen a lot of dumb people who graduate from college.
Yeah, yourself.
I seen a lot of dumb niggas graduate from college. Come on, man.
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that Latinos don't produce good first generation Americans. Y'all don't. And y'all niggas is lucky to be here because y'all swindling yourselves. Y'all motherfuckers swimming and climbing through trees and monkey branching to get over here.
Then do something about it. Do something about it. Do something about it. Stop it. Then stop it. Then do something about it. Then do something about it. Or we'll cry. Well, but you better vote, nigga. You better vote, nigga. You mad? You mad?
You can't
I'm gonna get back
not
to that. I'm gonna get back to that topic.
You can't vote.
Look
mad.
At you. You man, who said I can't?
You did with your luck. Look what you
who
did
said
with
I
your
can't?
luck. Nigga, you know
who
you
said I can't vote? Who said I can't vote?
Damn, Pharrell, trying to hit where it hurts.
Who said I can't vote? Yeah, she heard. Who said I can't vote? Who said I can't vote?
Who
said I can't vote?
You're a felon. I'm bored.
Who said I can't vote? How many felons is New Orleans? How many? New Orleans got the most felons per capita. Like, come on, stop playing, nigga.
No, we don't.
Stop playing, nigga. You got the most felons.
But you're one. I'm from New Orleans. I'm not a felon. What are you? You can't vote. Felons can't vote in this country.
I never voted before.
Monitor on right now, nigga.
I never voted before. I never voted before. She mad.
I don't know, nigga. You got a felony at 16.
So felons can't vote. How much you want to bet? Felons can't
vote.
How much you want to bet?
They repealed that. Felons can vote. Felons can vote.
Yeah. She don't know. She don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. She can't even speak right. She can't speak right.
Look at you. Look who's talking.
She can't speak right.
I just want y'all to start making doctors and lawyers and shit.
Now I'll talk about what I would tell you. The most unlettered people are in New Orleans, man.
Like, what the fuck?
The most unlettered people.
One of the black billionaires is from New Orleans.
Yeah.
And we don't have that many black billionaires, but New Orleans produced a black billionaire. I don't know. Same neighborhood I'm from too.
9th Ward.
Do y'all have billionaires in DR? Has DR produced a billionaire? What's his name? What's his name?
Ramon Figueroa.
How old is he? Is he alive right now?
Yes.
What do he do?
He owns a bank.
How many billionaires y'all have?
The banks. You got a few.
Y'all have?
We got a few.
Like how many? How many? Y'all got more than black people? Y'all got more Dominican billionaires than black people got billionaires?
We don't have as many people. 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 You have more people. You have more people.
You know what I don't like to hear when I click on your channel? Is why black people do this? Why black people do that?
I could talk about whatever. I could talk about white. I could talk about white people. I could talk about black people. I could talk about whoever I want to talk about.
You're obsessed with people you're never going to be better than. You're not smarter than us. You're not more accomplished than us. You're not.
I could talk about whoever I want to talk about. I could talk about whatever I want to talk about. Yeah, complete. Yo. I could talk about whatever I want to talk about.
The little puppies.
At least there's not women from my country. At least there's not women in my country talking about abort the boys. Like, that's crazy. You never hear Dominican woman talk like that.
You don't know what the fuck we gonna hear because we don't listen to we don't know what's going on over there.
You never
We
hear
don't
a
know what's
Dominican.
going on
You
there. We don't
never
know
hear
what's going
Dominican.
on over
You
there.
never hear Dominican women talk like
We
that.
don't know what's going over there.
Ever.
They probably are saying
Ever.
the shit. You
Ever.
don't know.
Ever.
How do you know?
Ever. They
Nobody's
never
watching
say
the
talk like that.
Dominican news.
They don't talk like that. They don't talk
They'll
like that. They
never.
don't talk like that. Well, guess what? Yo, guess what? I can't hear. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You got your microphone is fucked up. I can't hear you. That's that New Orleans Wi-Fi. We can't hear you.
I'm not in New Orleans. I'm in South Dakota.
Listen, black men love Dominican women.
Bruh, get off YouTube. The
They love
majority of
the
black
man.
men are with other black women. You're crazy. The
You
majority of black men
man.
don't even
You
know
man.
Dominican women.
You
Y'all
man.
only exist
You
in the East
man.
Coast.
You man. You man.
I just want you to get help, bro. You're
18,
obsessed with black
18
people.
letter is the Miss West, and you know what Dominicans are before he was on
You're
YouTube.
obsessed with black people, fighter. You really have a. I never knew what a Dominican was until I met you.
My first knowing of a Dominican person was Sammy Sosa.
Because he was Chicago. Yeah, he was a Chicago baseball player.
When Sammy Sosa came out, they was like, he from the Dominican Republic. I was like,
right.
Where's it at? And I was like, it's the DR. It's in a
island.
Yeah.
It's
irrelevant.
Yo, hold on. And did y'all fuck? Y'all fucked with Sammy? Y'all fuck with Sammy?
Man,
word?
people love Sammy, man. People.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Ain't that nigga that bleached his skin?
So, brother, yeah, man. Yo, listen, man. That's how you know he black. That's how you know he black.
That's the nigga that bleached his skin, right? I don't know Sammy. I don't know Sammy Sosa. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just know he bleached his skin.
You know what he got in common with? He trying to copy Michael Jackson. He trying to copy Michael Jackson.
No, they can't. They said Mike really had vitiligo. They said he.
Yeah, whatever. I don't believe that.
Michael Jackson was that nigga, man. You out
I
your
don't believe
mind. Michael Jackson is a fucking icon.
Icon. You're right. He was that nigga. He's not a nigga no more. He turned to a cracker. He's a white boy now.
That man dead. That man decomposing, so he's black again.
I'm like what you were saying with the topic.
Michael Jackson went to Dominican Republic too. He loved Dominican Republic.
Let that man get back on topic with your dog ass. You know I'm about to
that's right.
anyway.
Yeah, Michael Jackson went to Dominican. Michael Jackson went to Dominican Republic and loved it. Yeah, she wanted attention, Rakim. That's all.
Sherelle, y'all crack me up with that lingo because that's their thing.
You would have told me. You said Sherelle get the link. I wouldn't have came up here, nigga. I was listening to you. You acting like I need your attention. I don't need your motherfucking attention. I got a man. I can get his attention. And that's where I'm about to go because he's running the panel now.
He came up running. He came up running. She got what she wanted.
After you in your stream, you can come
by. She got what she wanted. She got what she wanted. She got what she. Don't worry, I'll be over there. Don't worry, I'll be over there. She got what she wanted. She got excited. Look, she got excited.
Attention. I don't need
she got what she wanted. Rakim, she got what she wanted.
You know
Rakim.
I don't need your attention, honey.
She got what she wanted, Rakim.
You know I don't need your attention. You're just trying to keep me here longer. Goodbye.
You got what
Rakim,
you
why you don't
wanted.
never come to Fight Club?
She got what you want.
A lot of the times
Rakim, stop hanging with these Dominicans.
Look, Rakim. Now she's trying to get you away. Look. Now she's trying to get you away from the channel, Rakim.
Come to Fight Club where the black people are.
Listen, Rakim likes it over here.
Tell him I sent you when you come.
Yo, Rakim likes it over here.
Club. Tell him, come to Fight Club.
Rakim like it over here.
Come home to your people.
Yo,
come home to your people.
Rakim like it over here, man. Yo, Rakim grew up. Rakim grew up around black people his whole life. Rakim grew up around black people his whole life.
He just feel like you're his token blackie.
Yeah, here we go. No.
Oh, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that, Sherelle?
That's what he does. He calls me.
You know what she doing, right?
Yeah,
you see Rakim. You know what?
You're the only regular black over here.
Rakim, Rakim is not offended because he know I was just talking shit to you. So he's not offended.
I know y'all was going back.
And I wasn't talking shit about Chicago, so he don't care.
I got a lot of love
Chicago.
for the
I just finished my hair.
I got a lot of love for the end.
Okay? I just finished my hair.
Like she's trying to be like New York. She's trying to be like New York now.
That's my shit. That ain't no New York shit. I don't be
That's
in
not
New
New
York
York.
enough to know what the
That's
fuck
not.
y'all
She ain't
do.
get that. She ain't got that from Ice
That's
Spice.
my shit.
Yeah, she ain't
Who
get
is
that from
Ice
Ice Spice.
Spice?
Now
Niggas
she
do I
don't
look like
know.
I listen to the fucking albino bitches? Come on, now, get real.
Now she don't know.
To be fair to Sherelle, New York did bite New Orleans lingo with you heard. Y'all just took the you heard.
No, we didn't.
New York.
No, we
I
didn't.
got
No,
that
we
from
didn't.
y'all. Did get that from them. They were saying
Yes,
that
y'all
first.
did. You heard me is our shit.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We'll talk about
Yup. That why
We'll
you
do,
talking about?
we'll do
Why you
another
talking about
live.
New York anyway? He not from New York. He is from Connecticut. When I got to New York, I said, "Fighter, I'm in New York." You know why Fighter couldn't pull up? Cause Fighter live in Connecticut. That nigga don't live in New York.
Your
I wasn't
18
fucking
letter. How
about.
far is How far is Indiana from Chicago?
Nothing but a half an hour away.
Okay, all right.
Bruh, how far is it? No, ask him how long it's gonna take to go them 45 ass miles. It's gonna still take 3 hours, cause you ain't going past 38 miles an hour in Chicago traffic. I hate Chicago traffic, cause you ain't going no fucking well for 3 hours. What you talking about, boy? It's still gonna take you 3 hours to get there. Have you seen how big Chicago is? Nigga, you ain't get through there.
Three
Them niggas always
hours.
in the middle of the street. Yeah, it just
Three
took me. I did it today. I did
3
it
hours.
today.
Cause
I
you
did
slow.
it today.
Cause you're in a
I
big
did
ass
it
truck.
today. Nigga,
3
please,
hours.
I did it today. You ain't on no bike. Nigga, Chicago always got traffic. It's millions of people in there. Nigga, Chicago always got traffic, nigga.
Chicago to Indiana.
Bruh, count from Cicero exit to that fucking Indiana exit, and you gonna look
She
up and
dumb.
it's gonna be 3 hours later,
She
nigga.
dumb.
Do
She
you know how
dumb.
much I drive through motherfucking Chicago?
She dumb. She don't know what she's talking about.
Do you know how much I drive through Chicago?
She don't know
You
what
was
she's talking
out,
about.
yeah. You was definitely out
Nigga, it
west.
take about 3 fucking hours to go 45 miles, bruh.
Cause she dumb.
You was stuck in traffic, but they did me
She
dirty.
dumb.
They
Man,
did
it's
me dirty
always
like that for my
traffic.
first
Dog, it's
That's your
almost
problem.
always
How's that my
traffic,
problem?
bruh. When is it
Look right
not
now.
traffic, dog? Chicago
Look.
always got traffic.
Look right now.
Chicago
34
got
minutes.
traffic and construction.
Chicago to Gary, Indiana. 34 minutes.
And that's
You a fucking lie.
Yeah. Go drive it. This a
You a
lie.
fucking lie.
on the
You a
south
First of all,
side.
it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody
You a
fucking
fucking
outside.
lie.
Do that shit at 3
You a
p.m.
fucking lie.
Go do
You a
it at 3
fucking lie.
p.m.
You a
Do it at 3
motherfucking lie.
p.m.
You a motherfucking lie.
You was a dumbass.
You a motherfucking lie. You a motherfucking lie.
I was about to call you out your name, and I was about to say your real name, and
You're a
that's when it's
motherfucking
time for
lie.
me to go.
You're a motherfucking lie. Bye.
It's my bitch. Just
Bye.
dog
Bye.
nigga.
Bye. Trying to be like New York so bad. Talking about grrr. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
30, look.
Yeah, they did
34 minutes.
Yeah, matter of fact, let me see if it's I think it's over there by LaPorte. But they did me bogus, man. When I first started CDL driving, I thought I was gonna get put to bed in South Bend, Indiana. That's an hour and a half. The motherfuckers sent me to Rockford, man. I was in a stick shift and I went dead into the heart of fucking downtown traffic in Chicago. I was scared as hell, man. I was scared because I was already half sleepy. I had to travel through downtown to get to fucking Rockford, Illinois, going further north Illinois. Motherfuckers was honking at me because I shut down in the middle of the street on that stick. I was like, bro, I'm about to fucking kill somebody. I was scared. I was scared as fuck, man. But I got through it though. That was like when I first started trucking.
Yeah, man. Yo, that's why like I told you, there was this one spot called Western Express. I don't know if you probably heard about them. Wait, wasn't Western? No, wasn't Western. It was Trans Am. It was Trans Am, I think. They were gonna fly me out, pay for the flight, pay for the hotel for a week, and after that week, they was gonna throw me to the wolves and start driving tractor trailers.
Yeah.
Nigga, no training, no nothing. Like, nah, fuck y'all niggas. And they said if I would have felt like doing the maneuvers and all that, you know what was gonna happen?
What?
I was gonna have to pay for my flight back home.
That's some fucked up ass.
Why would I take that? Why would I take that
fucked up ass shit? Well, at least they was honest up front because they could have lied just to get you there and did tell you some shit different.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
I was like, nah.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, I hate to say it like this, but that's the best analogy I can make. You're gonna find out, but you're gonna make good money, but you just gotta be careful, man, because the truck business is like the dope. It's some dirty motherfuckers in trucking, man. It's some like some of these companies are grimy. But other than that, you'll be making good money, man. And once you learn everything, you're gonna be making, and just starting out as a city local, that's good money right there. That's good money, man. Make sure you buy yourself something nice when you first start off. Just to splurge a little bit since you don't work so hard to get it.
Word.
But
Nah,
yeah,
nah,
man. Oh,
that's
go
what's
ahead.
up.
What you was gonna say, Fuddy?
Nah. You're not. Definitely. But bro, y'all ain't gonna lie, man. I'm tired of shit. I'm about to end this, man. I'm about to go to sleep. Wake up in a couple. I
All right,
mean, but yeah,
bet.
I'm fucking dead tired. I'm gonna go live again today.
Yeah, I
But
was just gonna say before you end, I didn't like how Princella did that shit because she couldn't
yeah,
combat an argument with them, so she brought up race as a factor to try
yeah,
to.
yeah. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, let me end it. Let me end it with the video, and then we're gonna probably do a part 2.
All right, bet.
Yeah, we're gonna do a part 2. Let me end the video, and then we out.
Because women are social creatures. They like to be around a family, children, and a man.
Of women. The community was
It's not
women.
the show. Hold on. Let's add, how many of y'all want to be single for the rest of your life? Raise your hands.
No.
Thank you.
Okay.
Point proven. You're the only one that's okay with it.
No. Here's the thing. Now you're a logical
Most
male.
women don't want that.
You're a logical male, though, right? You're a logical male.
Yes.
So, okay, since we're logical, we have to go back to psychological programming, right? Is that a thing or is it not?
Women are social creatures.
They were social amongst other women. It takes a village to raise a child. Who was the village? It's always been women. Who are women taking their children to for daycare services? Other women.
But the
Who
men,
are doing the maid services? Women. Women run pretty much everything.
but the men would go hunt, come back home, and be with the family.
He would go hunt.
Men are
and
not
come back.
hunting anymore.
No, but they're going to work though.
No.
They're making money for the family, come back home. It's the same dynamic.
In a system that y'all complain about not allowing you to be free and to be in your nature. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm free. I'm not complaining at all.
Because the book Why Women Deserve Less is talking about males not being able to be free in their nature. Going to work and you can't break this rule, that rule. That's all created by patriarchy. All of these rules that you say men created, those rules were created by men.
Well, what's your argument here? What's your argument here? I'm confused. You just went on a whole other side tangent from what we were talking about.
No, my argument is this, is that everything that y'all are saying is not fully true. It's not fully true.
Which part? Which part of it?
About men being the ones that don't need relationships, that women need relationships, and that women don't want to be single. Women were never single. Their social relationships and their social bonds have always been with other women throughout history.
Let's see, now she's lying.
But why do they want dick? You know why they want dick? Because see, y'all want pair bonding. How do women get how do you pair bond?
What are you saying right now?
How do you pair bond?
What the fuck, bro? She came here with an agenda, bro, to argue about some random shit that don't make sense, that isn't even what we're talking about.
Wait a minute. So
Like,
women not wanting to be with more than one male don't have anything to do with quote unquote pair bonding?
Look, man,
science.
Let's get back to the main point here. Your strategy that you are saying for women to employ of loving themselves and being by themselves and not worrying about men and pimp out the men and they're the hoes and we're the ones that are actually the pimps, all this other stuff, that will leave a lot of women single, depressed, without a man, with cats and dogs.
Only because they believe what y'all saying. That's all. That's the only reason why.
Bro, it's not about them believing. Because listen, a lot of women don't watch our podcast. It's mostly men that watch our podcast.
Yeah.
Women, since the beginning of time, have wanted to walk down the aisle in a white dress with a man waiting for them.
Wait a minute.
Being married and being in a committed relationship. Women want a relationship.
That was a production. That was a sold fantasy that was produced by the
people. It's what women want. It's what women want.
Why do they want it?
It's biologically hardwired in women to want a mate.
No,
that's what it is.
That's false. Because if that was
did I not just say a second ago, how many of you want to be single for the rest of your life? No one raised their hand.
Well,
you didn't even raise your hand.
No, in your book, you said that women don't want men. That's what you said in your
They
book.
don't want most men.
Right, which the most men by nature aren't supposed to get women. The majority of males are supposed to die virgins. That's biological. I mean, you do study biology, right?
Bro. What the fuck, man? Like you're just.
I mean, because that's how y'all talk about it.
You're making
sex,
no points here.
No, that's how y'all talk about it. Sex. Your whole book is about sex, and not being able to get it.
No, it's about not being a simp. I don't think you read it. You just yapping.
No,
it is the struggle of a man in today's society.
And not being a simp and prioritizing yourself over women.
Yeah.
And then that actually makes you more attractive.
Well, the majority of males don't have self-discipline because sex is their number one objective.
And that's why I'm telling guys, like, they need to prioritize themselves first.
But they won't ever do it because sex is y'all's ruler biologically. See,
all right, bro, we're moving. Let
me just say one more thing. Let me say one more thing.
We're moving
Go
on.
ahead.
We're moving on.
I'll come back to it.
Okay. Fucking incredible.
Whose ass is this?
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Even everything when she brought up race, 65% of black men are in the middle class, like on the average. And then on top of it, when she tried to say women pair bond with other women to a certain extent, but who the women hate the most is other women. Women compete against other women for men's attention.
Yeah. Women hate other women more than men.
Like, we don't
hate
even
other
know why
men.
they dislike other women. Like, for instance, you done worked in places before, fighter. Like, when there's other men in there, mostly men get along. You know, it's a respect factor there. You know what I'm saying? I know you a man, you can handle yourself. I'm a man, I can handle myself. We're not going to cross each other's boundaries to disrespect each other because it's a possibility things can go left or anything like that. And you've been in situations like that
Right.
before.
Yeah.
So it's like men, we understand and we respect each other. Even if a man don't like somebody, he'll stay away from that man
To avoid. Yep.
just to avoid it. With women, I've worked in places where if it's too much extra, it's a lot of, and don't let them be managers, because if they managers and they frustrated or even sexually frustrated, then they take it out on everybody. And then they take it out on other women, and women are gossiping about other women and who this woman's sleeping with, who she like it's, and you know, and this is a place where it's not a majority man. And if it's a man, and shit, man, you'll have a nigga in there hitting 2 or 3 of them, and that'll cause problems. Especially if it's a shortage of men and the dude look decent or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that's her little thing, her agenda that she's pushing to, you know, get cash, because it's gonna be women that, you know, gonna gravitate towards that. That's our audience.
Yeah. I'm most likely I'm gonna do a part 2 to this.
All right. Yeah, man. I know you got to get ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you one more question before you go. Like, did you ever think about this real quick? Check this out.
Go ahead.
Did you ever think of what type of people tune in to watch Cynthia G?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna be a lot of black men because they want to hear like, what she talking about us? But it's mostly black women who deal with black men, and maybe they're upset, they're scorned.
I'm gonna just say this real quick. You a young man, you know, you're a young man in your prime, childless. You about to have a profession on the way. The type of women that tune in to Cynthia G, you think those women will have a chance with you?
I hope not.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's her audience. That's she.
Yeah. It's chicks that they get rejected by the guy that they like, right? Because it's the equivalent to dudes that are like incels or whatever.
Femcels.
It's a femcel. Yeah, it's a femcel basically. Like, yeah, she could get sex, but she ain't really getting the type of dude she like because of the decisions that she made, or she's not keeping up with her appearance or her character. She doesn't know how to treat a guy.
Right, exactly. And
you know,
the crazy thing about Cynthia G, she's going to be here for a long time because she's already shown her face, so she can't get a regular job like that because people are doxing, you know, let her job know
Linda.
what she's doing. So she in this for the long haul, and you know she already got a child or whatever. So that's mostly And
You
I'm
see
not
what I'm
talking about widows. I'm talking about baby mamas with multiple men and all of that. They out the game. They know they out the game, but they one of them people like, I'd rather, spread salt in the game since I know I can't play. You know what I'm saying?
yo, Rakim, but I think I'm starting to think, yo, she went out and wrote a book.
Who? Cynthia G?
No,
Or Priscilla?
Princella. Man, I think she believes in this, man.
You think so? I don't know,
Bro,
man.
she wrote a
I
bro,
think this is
bro. That's a lot of energy, man. The write a book, man.
But see, who we don't know if she wrote it. It was probably when people say they write books, they just
Yeah.
usually have
Somebody did it for them. Yeah, somebody I
yeah.
know. Yeah.
Because hell, Superhead wrote a book, and she didn't came out and said well, I don't believe. I think she was telling the truth, but in order to avoid shame, she tried to say she halfway told the truth on a lot of shit. But yeah, even she wrote a book, man. But yeah, this is how she's gonna make her paper. And I'm gonna tell you, how those women, how a lot of those women that tune in to Priscilla and Cynthia G are not happy, and ain't got shit to do with the men. All you got to do is put a woman in there to say, well, um, I like being with my man. I follow my man, and instead of just saying, okay, girl, do you? That's you. We on something different. No, what they do, they try to attack her. They swarm around her and try to attack her, like
But
fucking killer bees.
but Cynthia G dates black men. She don't want no other man. She like black
No,
men.
she don't have a choice. She can't. What other man she gonna get? What other man? Because a lot of other men, and it's a completely different dynamic in Dominican culture with men versus everybody else. We've been socially engineered a certain way based off of this propaganda that they push here in the United States. She's not gonna. Who else she gonna get?
She
She
gonna get a
can't get
zaddy. She gonna get a zaddy, but
what type of zaddy?
the one that they really don't want.
That's what I'm saying. She can't get nobody else.
Right.
She can't get, and nobody else is going to tolerate that. Just like the woman that went to the DR that was from the United States and thought she was going to have have her husband in the DR go to her program, like she was going to talk to him like she talked to somebody here in the United States. No, that's not going to go over
Yo,
well.
my thing is how no one ever, because Cynthia G popular. So my thing is how no one ever uh docks her, like catch her outside, because she gotta go outside, bro.
Well, people know she's from Seattle, but a lot of men ain't no man about to risk running up on her, man, and getting locked up over something. You might have some crazy motherfucker that ain't got shit to lose, but ain't nobody that got business and got a job or a career. Ain't nobody about to run up and attack Cynthia G. But she did say she's armed and shit like that. She said if somebody
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
you gotta be if you the shit that you kicking on the internet. It's practically neo-Nazi hate speech.
But that's the thing, right? She can't even live a normal life. She might be at the gas station one day, have a guard down. Next thing you know, they harm her. I mean, that, that's how. Linda Anderson says, "No woman can turn me against black men. Black men till I die." Yo, and that's the way it should be. You should never demean your own group. I mean, it's just and I'm not trying to just pick on Black Americans. It's just I think personally, anyone. I know a lot of Puerto Rican women, and I know a few Dominican women who say, "Hey, I don't like Dominican men. Yeah, I would never date a Puerto Rican man." Right? I'm like, and I'm looking at you like,
They probably
okay,
young, man.
if you have a preference for something else that catches your eye more,
Yeah.
maybe a black, maybe a white, maybe Asian. Okay, it's whatever. But to put down your own people, that's kind of weird, because then you're basically speaking negatively of your own father.
And I don't think they
Right?
realize that. I don't think they realize that. Even if you feel that way, you don't say that publicly. You don't say that publicly, and I think it's just because a lot of the girls, whether they Boricua or Dominicana, if they grow up in the inner city, that's the way of
I've heard
talking.
I've heard that. Like, oh, I don't like these Puerto Rican, or I don't like. They'll say that. They'll say that, and I'll find it weird. I remember one time, it's a pretty black girl, man.
There's black girls that say
Yeah,
that too.
no,
There's
there
black
was this
girls
pretty
that say that.
black girl, and I approached her, and I was trying to flirt with her. She was like, um, and she like, what? She was like, oh, I know you. She's like, you the boxer, right? She's like, yeah, but ain't you like Dominican? Like, I like I'm black. I'm like, I'm not black. And she says, no, yeah, but you're Dominican black. I'm like, all right.
What you
And
mean?
I could, and I couldn't be mad at that because she prefer her own men. I couldn't be mad at that. I
And
had to
like
kind of,
you had like you touched on that, any like, because that's what I told like any dude, that any woman that says they prefer their own men, no other man have a right to get mad about that. If you do, you a sucker, period, point blank. You a sucker,
yeah,
because
you
most
can't.
people are gonna prefer their own culture. It's just the way it is. But then you got black women out there that date you. They just look at whether you Dominican, Jamaican, Black American. They say, if I just like black men, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I
Yeah.
haven't ran. I've because for every one of her, you have a woman who will be like, "Oh, girl, I'm dating this Dominican man. He black, but he Dominican, so you know that's black with a twist."
Yeah,
You
I
get
mean,
what
yeah, I
I'm
mean
saying?
that, like I said, like my perspective is like yours. I'm down for I don't care, if it's a black woman, I'm good with that. Like I don't, you know, she could be
Yeah,
from anywhere.
African
Yeah,
descent, because I think
yeah, I don't care.
women
Yeah.
in the DR are gorgeous, in the Caribbean in general. You know, black American women here are gorgeous. It's mostly a mindset thing. If you ain't on my mindset, I'm not about to marry. I'm not about to deal with marry a headache. I'm not. Like, I would like, and Priscilla, she already done had 3 kids, man. She's probably still getting dick on the low, man. She trying to front, bro.
Yeah, we don't know what she got on behind this. We don't know.
Yeah, man.
We
So
don't. But listen, bro, man, I'm gonna probably do a part 2 of this. I'm gonna definitely go live later.
I
But
bet.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a part 2 to this. And yeah, man, I'm gonna leave this one open, this live open. I'm not gonna, members only or nothing. But shout out to the people that's in here. Like, hit that like button, support the channel, hit that cash app, sign payment beloved. Super chat, follow my Instagram, Father Complex 7, my TikTok. Yeah, and like I said, if you guys find any videos or any topic, I don't care if it's sports, I don't care if it's dating, political, racial, any crimes that happen, any story you want me to cover, just let me know. And if I think it's interesting, if it's worthwhile, I'll do a live about it. But yo, it was a decent live. I mean, we was here almost 4 hours. We out of here. Shout out to Morena, Jimmy, Mule, my guy Rakim, Patriarch. He was here. Little King, Sherelle. Uh, Shout out to everyone that came through. But we out of here, man. All right, peace, Rakim. Peace.